I can't
Crash dummy, girl, retarded, spending cash money.
I put your face on the pin. I ain't seen the face in a minute. I'm play about my spinach. Light of me, through your teeth. I can't trust these women. SIT know him. Screech out the street, you hit me. 808's him. Just like EDM. Double O raid. My whole game true. My whole life film. You can watch it in 40X. If she don't wanna swallow my kids, I'ma leave them on her breast. I'm tatted on my chest. Chaos in the pentagram. She gon' give her pussy away, yeah, and pray I give her down. I'm dodging hoes like TRX, yeah, this the round. I'm on smart shit. Take out this whole fam. No, you get robbed quick. Turn that little chain down. All I know is fire shit. I wanna hard quit. Every day I'm screaming for Twitter. Police can't start shit. He told on me, so fuck this, so he tryna start this. But you can't stop, no, you can't stop this. Go against this shit, you better have a fucking army ready. War ready, every day, y'all the stick heavy. Sliding Escalades and Suburbans, yeah, these black Chevy. Black hole, white hole, whoa, I just want the naked. I just want the pound and the pound, I'm trying to crack the seal. These niggas nothing like me, you don't made of steel. I can't even put it in words, gotta show you how it feel. On my last album, I don't know if I should sign another deal. Everybody wishy-washy, I got trust issues. If I wasn't fucking with you, I would've been dismissed you. Fuck 'em, all these niggas come walk an inch and these big red kid boots. One bitch, two bitch, three bitches, I'm Dr. Seuss. Would've granted your wishes, but I'm just not a genie. Hope thought I was Christian, cause it's Chrome Hearts meanie. Told him his hoe in my mentions, huh, he ain't believe me. Told you my life a pimpin', 4DS, not 3D. I just want my mind to see me on TV. This shit hit so hard, they gon' cop the vinyl and CD. Pull up to a rock star show, y'all can't see me. Oh, you never put on a rock star before, it's first time for everything. Maybe down the line, you can get a wedding ring. Maybe down the line, I might go ice up your chain. Put ice all on your wrist and then your mouth from Johnny Dang. I know love be strange. I know my life not perfect, but it could be way worse. I know grandma pray for me every Sunday in the church. I know if a nigga try this shit, I'ma make this stick twerk. I know you need a verse, but I'm taxed for it. Bought my mama house, caught the mix for it. I do shit you can't afford. I'm on another level. I put 6 feet deep, I'm about to grab a shovel. I put your face on the pin. Ain't seen the face in a minute. I'm play about my spinach. Light of me, through your teeth. I can't trust these women. SIT know him. Screech out the street, you hit me. 808's him. Just like EDM. Double O raid. My whole game true. My whole life film. You can watch it in 40X. If she don't wanna swallow my kids, I'ma leave them on her breast. I'm tatted on my chest. Chaos in the pentagram. She gon' give her pussy away, yeah, and pray I give her down. I'm dodging hoes like TRX, yeah, this the round. I'm on smart shit. Take out this whole fam.
This life I provide for them. This world has some real things dividing them. My right hand, he's Muslim, I die for him. My road manager's drunk as hell at 5 p.m. I get knocked down, they help me rise again. Ref 1 lead the game, I ain't saying bye with him.
Jay, turn this shit the fuck up.
Don't care about my uncle, don't care about my uncle, don't care about my uncle. Yeah, take a peek, Richie Millie, no Southwest. Take a peek on your lips, gobbling on my cup. Shit, don't care about no motherfucking watch, nah. Don't care about no high end, nah. Bitch, you just a high standard. Printy your pajama, Gucci bender, body member.
I just picked up something from Mercedes, it's a one-on-one. Black exterior, the one that I want. Red inside like the time of the month. Blood money, that's how I got this. Blood money, that's how I got this. We can vacation wherever we want, cause I don't care what none of my ops is. I told the promoter tonight, put me across from their section. We don't play patty cake, they just be letting us in, we don't do the inspection. I can't sleep at night with Thug at Cobb County Corrections. I think he did enough reflecting. I think my brother learned his lesson. It's all just a part of the game. We all gotta roll with protection. And just like the motherfucking judge, the hammers come out for objections. Nigga, what's up? 143 Rolexes in my collection. I put the horns on the front of the back, you know Drizzy gon' roll like a Texan. She textin', she love me, the Mexicans love me, I'm out here just making connections. And Junior boy rolling like Cinco de Mayo, he made her the fifth in possession. The way that I'm used to playing the politics, swear I could win the election. You niggas is overprotected with hoes, I'm already over the next one. I'm at 48 with Ty and Avino, we drunk, it's not even a question. These niggas trying to send a message, well leave that shit down at reception, hey.
Don't care about my uncle, don't care about my uncle, don't care about my uncle. Yeah, take a peek, bitch, you million, no salt wax. Take a peek for your lips, gobbling on my cup. Shit, don't care about no motherfucking wax. No, don't care about no high-end thoughts. Nah. Bitch, you just a high standard. Printy your pajama, Gucci bundle, body member.
I just picked up something from Mercedes. It's a one-on-one. Black exterior, the one that I want. Red inside like the time of the month. Blood money, that's how I got this. Blood money, that's how I got this. We could vacation wherever we want, cause I don't care where none of my ops is.
You hang around too many niggas that's pussy. You gotta be pussy. If it's on site, up your gun on me. All that mugging and looking. Yeah, niggas doing all that woofing. Pussy. 4L bomb shit. Walk inside the store, that switch in my armpit. I go wherever. I keep a Beretta and niggas ain't on shit. My art's together, but I don't discriminate. I got them both hit. Them niggas be lying. They niggas be dying and they'll never post shit. No rap cap come out my mouth. Made a couple songs, think he hot now. Hit his ass up, he think he pop now. Broad daylight, he got shot down. Chopper bullets make his ass hot round. Bloodshed, ain't no way to stop now. Going live to get your ass popped now. Seem like everybody wanna opt now. Leaving them flatline. Slaughter gang knife in the back, I'm on that time. Turn them to a hashtag. Make them a long live, niggas ain't my kind. Tried and true, I'ma pop mine. I was 17 with a Glock 9. I wanna see red, stop sign. I wanna see red, Clifford. She keep trying to rip out my zipper. I moved to LA, I'm a clipper. He think with his dick he a tricker. Get your bitch out the car before we blicker. We put a L tag on his car. He in Miami by Brickell. Say hello to the 4 nickel. I got a magazine, who got an issue? Giving out smoke. Pussy, my trigger finger broke. Don't try me like no hoe. I always let it blow. I pull up 5 scope. Nigga, we caught him by that stove. How much you wanna bet they ass won't stand right there no more? I'm Slaughter Gang OVO. $500,000 a show, but I still walk in with that pole. Idiot.
Hey, I'm feeling like 2 Chainz. Bitch, I'm 21, bitch, I'm not 22. Knocking off the name brand niggas in your crew. Heard you miss your dogs, now long live. Woo. Idiot. Yeah.
Back again. Brothers, sisters, everybody say. Gonna bring the flavor, show you how. Got a question for you, better answer now. Am I original? Yeah. Am I the only one? Yeah. Am I sexual? Yeah. Am I everything you need? You better rock your body now. Everybody.
Good morning, chat. Good morning, everybody.
With the bad little mommies, you know I wanna rock your body. You know I wanna do some things and tear that pussy out the frame. We some top flow, penthouse, street type niggas. I am not a rapper, I'm a boom boom killer. Slim, handsome, rich head nigga. No, we can't forget about the bitch head niggas. So if you love the game and pour them titties out, we got everything you need for you to rock your body now.
Good morning, chat.
When I talk to the shrink, you better not blink. 99 problems that start with the kink. One in the pink, one in the stink. When you shave it down, is it still mink? Come sue me, me
Live
to
NY
me.
session.
Surviving, yay, come shoot me. You wanna color me bad like a cool G. You wanna pack me up like a 2-me. Everybody waiting for me to say the wrong thing.
All right.
Okay, you the king. Burger King.
Let's see. Let me open my Zoom up chat. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think we might get a trade today. It looks good. I'm just thinking wick entry, which is wick entries by the looks of it. Looks real good. What am I sharing? My screen, right?
Girl, for me like you supposed to, and don't be in your feelings, I can post you. Double like fix you, I already got a color, I go ghost to you. Ain't tripping if I lost you, they think real life like a cartoon. Stand tall like a brush stool, ain't trying to shine wreck.
All right, T. All right, T. All right, T. Discord not needed. What's up, pencils? All right, chat. Yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can do today. Today is a no news day, right? I believe no news day. So all right. All right, chat. There's no news today. Well, no red folders today. I think it's just some core retail sales, 8:30 retail sales, and then 10 a.m. you have prelim UM consumer sentiment, prelim UM inflation expectations, business inventories at 10, and then 3 p.m. you have President Trump speaks. But that's it. No red folders. Could be volatile. I mean, it looks volatile so far. So like, you don't always need news to move, right? I think last week you had NFP. This week you had like CPI, and you know, clearly like there was decent movement last week on Friday. It was okay, right? But who knows? Maybe we'll pick up to end off the week, right? But let's just take a look. Let's start off with the do we need to go through the weekly again? I guess so. Yeah, I guess like the weekly, like same ideas really. We're just still at the same zone as yesterday. Maybe we did break like a little higher. Did we? Did we actually break a little higher? Am I just saying? No, we did not break a little higher. Just kind of came down, and then this move came up just now. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no, we're literally in the same range as like the last 2 days here, so nothing really has changed from that side of it. But if you this is how I have my ranges, right? So like this is like my quote unquote like awkward area on price. Like this is the area where like price is gonna make a decision on where it wants to go next, right? So it's a little difficult, or it's a little slower. It will be a little slower before it picks up again, but I'm sure like especially once it breaks above like 45.50, continuations up towards the top of the range here, right? That's what you're looking for next. But until then, well, actually, hold on. I wouldn't say until then. What I will do is I will mark this up right here. I'll leave this right here just to reference that high that we want to see break. But let's drop down to the daily, because this is what I will say. Like this is the range that you have right now, right? So until you actually can break the highs or the lows here, direction will be a little tough, obviously. So, and also like, I think the only thing we should be worried about maybe is the first break outside of this yellow box, right? Like between 44.50 and 4,300, I believe, right? So between here and between here. So I'll say like just be like patient, because even like once it does break out, it won't indicate a directional push just yet. It may not, right? What we do have so far though is that we had a push up and we had a pullback. So this pullback's okay. It's okay. I think this pullback is the steepest pullback you've had since this entire move up, like the one from yesterday and today combined, like since the highs into the lows, right? Like ever since the move up, like that was the biggest pullback you've had. So it's something. It's much better than like let me drop down to the 4 and show you guys what I'm talking about. On the 4, like there's like some lower highs like that are being created here, right? It's okay too, like higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. It's okay, it's not bad. This is like actually breaking structure. So if this could actually make its way back up above the ranges, right, that's gonna be above these highs here. The only thing we really need to see is a pullback, because going back to the daily again real quick, like this is still in that yellow box, obviously, right? So like you want to see the yellow box break out, and I'm saying like be careful, because even like if you break out above, it won't indicate continuation just yet. I know you have a higher low here, but any given point it can still be a fake out. So that's why like breaking above is one thing, pulling back and holding is another thing, and then as you continue to re-break the highs, that's your continuation now towards the top of the next range, which is 45,555, right? So again, like above 4450, you have a lot of range to go. It's just the only issue is that we're still trying to figure out whether or not this is the higher low, or if you're going to create a steeper higher low. So this is when we're going to look at the 4 hour now, right? So again, this is like my range that I had that I'll have mark up like between here and here. So like even if you do break out, like even if you get closures above like this, just be careful, because any given point it could still be a fake out. And if it is, right, like what was the reason as to why you came down for a higher low here, came up to break the highs, but you're still not able to drive? Like let's just say that's the situation, right? If this happens, there's a chance that you can come down to make a steeper bottom wick. And I wouldn't even say like that would be bearish, right? I wouldn't put that and say this is going to be bearish. It's more so of like, okay, you break into the range here, you're going to re-break the lows that you made earlier, which was yesterday's lows, or last night's lows, whatever this was. And if you re-break those lows, like even if you come all the way down towards here, you're still bullish. So like don't even get that twisted, right? Like don't like start to assume that, oh yeah, you're breaking the lows here, this should continue to come down bearish. Because even if you do have a bearish move here, even if price were to come down bearish after this whole entire scenario, it's like you're still going to need to confirm that it's bearish by waiting for pullbacks, right? Because then same thing that's missing on the buys up, same thing that's missing on the sells down, this whole entire move had no pullback. So once you actually do get that pullback, that's a lower high, and then you do, let's say you do make your way down, okay, cool, now you can say this is likely to be bearish, and you're going to correct this entire range, you're going to come back into this area, right? So left side, like back above, anything back below here, but like you still need to wait for a push down and a pullback to determine that you're bearish, right? So this is just a scenario, right? But that's what I'm trying to say. Like even if you were to go up, you're still gonna need to see some structure being developed above here, right? So as long as you can go up, pull back and hold that zone, amazing. You have clean traffic buys, so 45.55. We'll look for buys, right? One thing that I will be interested in is that if this does re-break the lows again, because this is like the first lower high. If you look at this move down, this is your move down, this is your move up. If it comes down again, that's your first lower high, right? Like let's take a look at it from here. Like you see, lower low, lower high. So if you were to re-break these lows again, right? I mean, there's some range between here and here. I won't be looking for sells there, definitely not. It's way too early for me to take sells there. But what I will do is I will look for wick entry buys, like within this area, between like 42.75 and 42.29. I'm pretty sure we'll still have wick entry buys as long as you're still holding 42.29, right? So that's like 42.29. That's also, hold on, let me just restart that zone. What was 42.29? I think that was from yesterday, right? Yeah, but it's gonna be around here, chat, below like 42.50. I'll say 42.47, like in that area is what I'll say. Like at that point, if you break into that zone, you're likely gonna continue down bearish. But until then, anything coming down, even like a push down towards here, is it gonna be bearish? Yeah, on like the 1 hour time frame on the 4. But overall, like, is the overall structure looking at it gonna be bearish? Yeah, I wouldn't say so. If you're going off of this move, if you go off of like for the year, yeah, you're still bearish, right? So any given point, these can be lower highs as well, which is another thing to worry about when you're looking for buys right now at this exact spot, especially when you're like right here at the top of a daily range, like your top of the weekly range, when the price has to make a decision. Decision zones are very hard to take continuation buys for, because again, it's called decision zone for a reason. It's a zone where price will make a decision at, right? Especially if you've been coming down bearish for the year so far. So any given point like this could just be no different from like this lower high right here, right? And then this is the same lower high that could be printed, same lower high here. It's still holding, nothing has changed yet, right? So look at it from that scale too, on the higher time frame, and then zoom in, right? That's what we did. So we looked at it from a higher time frame, understand that overall this is bearish still for the year. For a lifetime, it's overall bullish, right? And then you drop down again, and now it's just the small things. It's like the bottom wicks and stuff, right? So like that's why like we're adding like a break above and a pullback just to cover up for the fact that the yearly is still bearish. So and you add a daily resistance at any given point. It can be a fake out from here. At any given point, it can reject it for a lower high, right? So the small things like that you want to add whenever you're unsure about those things. But the worst case really here today is, chat, the absolute worst case is that if we have zones going up towards where is my zone again? 45. If we have zones going up towards, what was it again? It was up here, right? 4555, something like that. I'll put it around here, like 4554. Yeah, like if we have zones going up towards it, the only thing is just, again, just the higher low to confirm that. That's all we need. But yeah, the worst case scenario is to just drive up without pulling back. Like you can just literally break the highs and not pull back, and that's fine, right? Because what else we can look for as well is the wick entry buys after you tap into 4554. Because if you do reject off of 4554, you get a pullback. Those are wick entry buys for us that we can take, right? So those ideas, wick entry buys today, I'm more prone to taking right now. Not because I feel like it, just because that's kind of what price presents us, the idea today, right? Continuation buys, I broke that down. It's just you're missing a little bit more information, which is a pop up, a pullback, right? So just wick entry buys. Even if you were to drop down here, still wick entry buys. As long as you're holding this, you're good. So that's what I would look for today, right? It's not a day where I'm looking for breakouts, at least not today. And then I think that's about it. So now it's just like, what levels are we gonna use for those wick entry buys, right? So a couple of ways we can take them. This could be a little more rare, to be honest, like, but if you can break above, like push all the way up towards 4554 and pull back, right? That's going to be roughly like 4440. So I'm not going to mark it up just yet, just because we're not breaking those highs yet. But if you were to come down from here, like if price were to just do this, where would that be? I would say like I'll say more so within this range here, between here and here. So I'll put, let's see, what could I use for this? What could I use? It's like there also has been like a small lower high here too, right, chat? Like a higher low here too. So you want to be careful of that. You don't want it to be too close to that zone, because if you were to re-break, like what are the chances that you rip through? And if you rip through, look left, like this is clean traffic. There's no bottom wicks here too, right? So how far is this then? This is gonna be 1.6 thousand pips away. Yeah, you might as well just go on a different stream, chat. GG's. 1.6 thousand pips, right? That is pretty far, man. Because this bottom wick I already rejected. This was like a rejection at 43.06. We could also get wick entry buys on like a smaller time frame. Like let's say price from here makes its way up and then it pulls back. You can look for like these like reaction zones between, I'll put between like maybe in this zone. So like you're looking at like 4390, right? But it comes down to just like how quick this can come up. So far it's decent on the way up. You just need a continuation all the way up towards the highs, and then a first pullback after that. Like this pullback is very important too. Like how consistent is that move down for the pullback after? Like is it going to be a slow flutter down? Is it going to be a quick pop back down, right? Like stuff like that. But that's still 500 pips to go on the way down, on the way up, and then on the way down. So that's 1,000 pips though, either way. So that's like, we could get that idea too. Those are also wick entry buys. I think the ones down here are more so going to be liquidity and the high time from wick entry buys. So let's see. You don't want it to be here. Yeah, I'll say like at least. Let me pull up the tool. Yeah, 4203. Like that's far. That's far, man. And I have no sells. I don't have sells until like 41, 45, chat. It's pretty far away. Like I don't have sells until you actually break structure, because I would miss on this entire move, no problem. right? Like this is only 2,300 pips, something like. But what we'll do, continuation buys, that's available still. That's still gonna be, how far is that? That's like 800 pips away at least, and then a pullback too on top of that. So again, that's still gonna be 1,000 even for that, right? If you come straight down here, that's gonna be 1,700. Yeah, let's see. I mean, let's see. Continuation buys, the only reason why I'm not looking for continuation buys from here to here to the top of the range is because I don't know if this is gonna be enough. I wanted to see, like, initially, I think I mentioned this on like Wednesday, like an actual tap into like 22, like this entire range. It doesn't need to, obviously, right? It doesn't need to, but if it doesn't do that, that's fine. You can also adapt by adding a second higher low, which we don't have yet. That's the thing, we don't have that yet. Even if we were to adapt, like, even if you come up here again, you want to see a pullback and then a continuation. So that's the information we want to see. The only other thing I can imagine is maybe like a small higher low here to continuation. But then if you look at this is just one entire range. It's like, why would you want to trade within that range? You know what I mean? If it's like coming up and then you struggle here, you pull back, you create a higher low. Okay, cool. Maybe now there's like another higher low here. So it's like, okay, cool. Higher lows, amazing. You can just look to go up now, right? But it's like you're just in the range. So like, how sharp can those moves be? Is it going to be slow? Is it going to be volatile? Maybe what might be better is if you, from like right now you're here, right? This is where you are right now, chat. If you can break the lows and then pop back into the range and then do this, like then you have like more higher lows, like higher lows. You can look for your buys like in this range. That'll be a lot better, but that's gonna have to break the lows first. So if you do break the lows first, like look, where would that be, right? If you put it back here, you're looking at least like down here. You're looking at least like 42.72. So even that, like, again, that's gonna be, it's not as bad. It's still 1,000 pips. So like, it looks like every single move that we could get today is gonna be at least 1,000 pips away of movement before we actually get a confirmation of that push. So yeah, man, you might as well hop on a different stream chat today, honestly, bro. Let me see what's up. Let me just put these lines on the screen here. 45.54, 42.72, 45.53. What else is there? 42.72, 42.06. For 206, and then what else do we got? 4145. That's like the sell zones, right? That's pretty far, but below there, break structure. And then what else do we got? Why do I keep doing that one? 4554. Yeah. $400 and push up. Yeah, like I think the closest thing, chat, is just the wick entry buys, really. Like 1,000 pips still though, at least, right? Like if we do get a wick entry buy, let's say at 42.72, but that's the thing, it's way too close to the lows earlier. But we'll see. That's like obviously the closest potential idea. I mean, this is just a range, right? So like this could likely just get filled. But then what I'm worried about is this, like, is this gonna be the reaction zone that you're missing, right? If it's not a problem now, it's not gonna be a problem for later. So like for price wise, right? Like earlier didn't tap it, so could it be a problem for later? So is there any given point today that where you do come down to tap into 42.72 again? Because that's what price did in the past in order to drive down or drive up until 45.54. In the past, I mean, it did at some moments, did it? I mean, looking at this, every time that I was able to come down towards here, it was able to tap this first. So yeah, man. Let's put negative like that. So yeah, you see like these points right here. That's kind of what I'm looking at, right? But it may not do it. It may not need a bottom wick there. Let's see. If this doesn't break the highs again, can we get earlier sells? Is that possible? Sells might not be bad actually, but it won't be until I'm looking at this like candle right here. I'm looking at that, but I'm looking for sells to the chat. It's gonna be selling the bottom, so it's way too high to sell right now. But yeah, that's gonna have to be, that's not too bad. I think 500 pips does move down, and then you want to see structure, like very key, especially very key structure. But again, how it comes down matters, right? So if you can come down, create lower highs, come down, create lower highs, eventually you get the leg candle formation as well, and that's what you're looking for, that range right there. And then if you're missing a bottom wick at 42.72, then there you go. That's your flip as well. So those could be possible. I gotta wait for the info to print though. Either way. I'll put it here though, just to reference it. No, that's way too high. That's way too high. It's around here. No, what's this body right there? Yeah, I'll say more so in this zone here. Kind of like a lead, 1 hour lead. 1 hour lead for sure is what you're looking at. How much is that 1 hour lead? Like maybe 110 pips. But yeah, if this is like bearish, this is like we can actually sell territory right now where you're at, where you're at, because like this is the push down, just the first pullback, right? But this is very bullish, so I would not want to take wick entry sells. But yeah, that's pretty much it, chat. That's all I'll wait for today. So let's see. Could be a slower day. Could pick up any given moment. Volume is like just continuation of volume, really. Volume is kind of here. It's not too bad today. It's looking pretty good, but it's just like ranges wise, like we're kind of far from where we want to be here. But we shall wait. We shall wait. You said, nah, son, we are ride or die W, bro. But yeah, chat, that's makes sense. Now does it make sense for you guys? Let me know if it doesn't make sense. I'm gonna start doing recaps on my live streams, bro. I'm gonna start replaying my entire stream and reacting to it after I hop off stream. I'm gonna start doing live recaps. All right, chat. So I think today was a very good stream, man. Yeah, honestly, it felt a little slow earlier. When I came into the charge, I wasn't sure what was gonna happen. But look at this. Like 9 a.m. we broke this down. Look. 2 hours later, let's fast forward to this. Boom, there's the move. Shit, I might start doing that. Where did you watch News is Coming for golf? I'm confused, bro. What do you mean golf? I watch news on Forex Factory. You breached your first eval? What happened? I mean, what else could happen? You took losses, right? But, you know, what happened. News? Yeah, you don't need to worry about that. Just look at the charts, man. That's your best indicator of news. Yeah, this news at 8:30, right? Oh shit, see, that came out during my analysis, so I didn't even realize. Yeah, no, I mean, it came down a little bit, but nothing crazy, right? But it did bring a little bit of volume by the looks of it, so that's good. Let's see if that can just continue now, chat. Let's see. I don't know. There could be a lot of. I think like right now, as we speak, 8:42, it might look a little dry when it comes to our ideas because we're far, but I think the session has a lot of potential to pick up. Like the session could just print ideas left and right for us if this volume just stays, because nothing's wrong with the volume, it's just where we're at, right? Middle of the ranges, higher time frame conflicting with the small time frame. That's kind of the issue right now when it comes down to like the 4 daily versus like the 15 to 1, right? Like that's what you're kind of looking at. It's like 15, 30 and the 1 are kind of just in the range. 4 hour and daily, yes, you do have a nice pullback from yesterday, a decent one. Could it have been better? We don't know yet. We don't know until it actually pulls back and holds and creates structure. That's when we'll know, right? That's when we'll have a better idea at least. And then like looking left, like every time that you drove up in the past, you tap into 4272, but it's too early to take sells right now because this is very bullish still on a higher time frame. So you don't want to take sells assuming that this is a lower high, right? You want to wait for that to actually form. So then therefore you need to wait for the move down like this at least, and then the pullback and some structure, and then you can get the sells at the bottom of the range down here, right? So it's like I can't even take buys or sells if I wanted to right now. It's just kind of just stuck in the middle of the range. Makes sense, chat. Like y'all got the analysis, right? You guys don't say yes or no, so just hoping it goes through, you know? Hoping it gets through. If you have any questions, let me know. So you don't breach your account. You trade EWC? What is EWC? NQ update, no reason. Trade go. What's the NQ at? Same thing as yesterday. Very nice. How about GJ? Oh, wow, look at that. Just straight ranges. Wow. This whole entire week. What else is there? Get started. Let's see. Oh shit. BTC USD coming down. Kinda. Very nice. WEC? I thought you said WEC earlier. I'm a little dyslexic. I was like, WEC isn't that the World Endurance Champion racing? Esports World Cup? No, I don't watch esports. I used to watch X Games. X Games? That X Games is lit. X Games was lit. 1 second, chat. What's up, dude? Good morning. Paul Vincent. What's up, dude? What up, what up? What up, what up? Chat, Music Friday? Let's see. Music on a Friday. I think so, man. We can't do this on a Friday. What is the music, though?
Mad. Some idiot boy there. You should go ahead and pop some corn and grab a stool. The boy's about to break some news. All the numbers are final, no t-shirts, no vinyl. Y'all about to make me Richie like Lionel, for real. And that's the truth.
This range is 1,300 pips there. Sheesh. Chat, how many trades you guys got this week? Thursday, Asian yesterday. This is Asian move, right? I was looking at Asian, but wow, it actually reacted off of the zone here. Yeah, I was looking at Asian, but I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at it here, and then I came back and it was here. I had an idea in this zone though, from like this yesterday on stream, New York session. The wick entry buys we had, chat, remember? But yeah, Asian last night, I was doing something between this time, so I did not get the move. I did not get the move.
FTX penthouse high riser. Yeah. Samuel Bankman, free all my guys up. Yeah. I'm in a sold out show with your girl on a riser. I'm with the mob at Great Cliff, 20 cigars and they fucking my eyes up. I'm not better or wiser. Future the prince is my trusted advisor. If it's up to me, I get everyone hit, I get everyone lined up. If it's up to me, I've been clocking you, man, everyone times up. If it's up to me,
True. Bro, today I have 1 of 1 trade win. You have a 1 of 1 today? Rare, brother. Rare. Absolutely rare.
What was the year that they say it slaps? Cause I don't remember it going like that. I don't remember nothing about them raps. I don't remember nothing being facts. Let's go. Hey, I am a BTC crypto big timer. I'm a corporate America hit survivor. Got a real big heart, I'm a fucked up guy though. Those are my haters, those are my secret admirers. New Year's Eve, police escort cause I can't.
Wow, it's already 10, it's already 9. 9 4 opening.
Just wait till it's our turn. Hey, go blow the dust on your plaques. Go blow the dust on your plaques. What was the year that they say it slaps? Cause I don't remember it going like that. I don't remember one word in your raps. I don't know nothing about you and them tracks. Let's go. Yeah. I am.
Better win 1 trade, up 2 loose trades. True. Started trading my funded this week. Nice. How's it going?
October's owners the label. 7-figure deal was a fable. 8-figure bought out the neighbors. Now figures turning the tables. You pussy boy better be ready and able. I'm coming. I can't talk on broke case cause it's sticky. Free tea and free greasy, my Achilles. My youngest put locks on the city, so niggas be shit to come out when it's litty. See, that's the Cody, so free him. These niggas are joking, I wouldn't wanna be him. I be the producer, like what's the BPM? I cannot de-escalate things that we see him. My young boys don't do it for clout. If they do it, they cover their head and their mouth. Swear there's some shit I'm forgetting about. 03 of the slime when they letting him out.
Turkey? Hey, did you wake up with a Turkish coffee?
Say a whole lot, but we saw you and we had you begging it out. Remember that shit? Twisting it. Yeah, twisting his fingers and
US? I'm Canadian. I'm from Canada. I am not American, guys. I don't know why you guys keep thinking I'm American. Maybe because I have a American dollar bill in the background. I'm like, yeah, I'm Canadian. I didn't want to get the Canadian one, just looked brown, you know. The Canadian $100 bill is brown, straight up brown. I don't know. It wasn't even an option, to be honest. I think I got this from America, but I'm Canadian. What do you think the market is doing right now? Is it still looking better to buy or sell? I think for me, if it's up to me, I am waiting still because I have no idea where it's going. So I am waiting until we get more information. The Polish bills are, ain't that Euro bills? Am I tripping? This isn't Euro. Chat, aren't the European bills getting changed? The new ones, like I saw the new bills. Polish bills are kind of hard, not gonna lie, they're kind of hard. We don't have Euro, bruv. Oh, yo, not gonna. Looks kind of hard. Like these crowns, kind of hard. Euro bills? Yeah, honestly, just looks like kind of like our old Canadian bills. These are the Canadian bills.
Is that Drake's necklace?
It's mine.
Oh.
I do not know a single person. These are new ones. The old ones just look like this. The old ones look a little better. Now our bills, chat, it's not even it's like plastic. It's not even it used to be paper. Now it's just plastic. So it's like waterproof.
I tried to the R switch place with the I. Yeah.
What else is there? Let's see. USA bills. Look, it's all the same color. Chat, who has nicest bills? Whoa. Oh yeah, America has dollar bills, right? So do you guys have? Does America have loonies? Nah, right? It's just like quarters and pennies and stuff. Pounds? Pounds? Does pounds just have one, you guys just have one, like, just, I'm assuming this is the queen, no? Just one character on the bills? One person?
about where Davidson was at. Now everybody got a blue 30 on their bag. Must have heard about us, gotta catch them to the slabs.
I get not caring, but you don't know a single person. No, I care. I just never learned. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, bro, curriculum for school? Shit, they probably taught me this in school. Bro, school for me wasn't like a learning for me. School for me was memorizing. So for me, it was just like memorizing what I had to study for the test. Did I actually take in what I was looking to study? No, this is me studying, bro. This is me on a regular day studying school. All right, so let's say like I have to answer a certain question, right? This is like grade 5. They'd be like, who is the current prime minister? And then I'll just study the name, like I don't know, Stephen Harper at the time or something. And but like I don't know, like I wouldn't actually like take in what I'm actually studying. I just memorize the wording or the sentence that I need to know to write it on the test. So like for me, that was school for me. It wasn't. I couldn't just like look at it, read it one time, and be like, oh shit, yeah. Some kids could do that. Some kids could have done that. Bro, me, Some kids read one sentence once and boom, like ready for a test. Bro, I had to read the same sentence over at least 20 times. 20 times, and I don't know. Like I took French class, right? The only thing I remember from French class is like bonjour, je m'appelle Don. I used to remember like how to ask to go to the washroom, but that was about it. Cause you had to ask in French.
I can't leave my brothers in the trenches, gotta lead the way. Yeah, I cannot relocate. Just even
Chat, the stream is good, right? Yeah,
I
that's good.
cannot relocate. We just gotta post up here, I promise things will be okay.
I thought you put F. I thought it was copyright. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah. Damn. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah. You getting bodied by a singing nigga.
The shower.
I'm with nowhere like I'm Chris Kringle. Yeah. Yo baby mama ain't even post a single. Damn. Where she at? Yeah, where she at? Yo baby mama ain't even I'm off a quay and make my body tingle. Yeah. Look in the mirror, see what talking get you. Yeah. You should be swimming with the fucking fishes. But I still got love for your missus and a sister. So I told Capo we can't burn them bridges. Yeah. You saw my brother, you was trying to fix it. Now you drop
Front sit.
and you back dissing. Yeah. We G-block babies, we are not musicians.
10 seconds, chat.
Didn't have a pot to piss in. Now they drop the top so much they got a drop addiction. Capo got so many watches he might clock a nigga. Capo got so many watches he needs supervision. Why you walking around the facts like you're superstitious? Damn, damn, damn. I push you niggas through the ringer. Yeah, you getting bodied by a singing nigga. Yeah.
Oh, 9 a.m. here. Well, Grant. That your bro lived in Paris for 12 years? You ever been to Paris? I haven't been to Paris yet. You turn 30 in a week? Damn. I ain't know about uncle, bro. Oh my god, start calling you Gramps. 30? Shit, you, man. I'll come visit you, bro. I'm gonna come visit you in the homes. I got you, bro. I'll come visit you. I feel I'm gonna get copyrighted today. Let me play the music. The music. So you're 30? That means you're born in 96? Right? 96, right? 4 years. Yeah, 96 sounds about right. Don, you're close too? Yeah, bro, but you know what I mean? I'm not there yet. Not there yet. Supreme, what's up? I don't know what you saying, bro. Who? I rated 31. Damn. There's no difference health-wise. I mean, that's what they say, bro. They say your peak. They say peak men age is like 32 or something like that. No, 32. Early 30s. That's what they say. I wonder if I'm gonna be streaming by 30 still. I don't know. Am I gonna be streaming still? Is this account gonna be at 2,700? What's it gonna be at when I'm 30? You're 21, you feel 40? Yeah, bro. 21, you feel a little old because you got turned 20. 22, you'll feel young. 23, you'll feel young. 25, you'll feel. 24, you'll feel young. 25, you feel old as shit. 26, you feel kind of young again. And I think they say like 27 young, 28 young, 29, I think you feel a little old. 30, you feel a little old. 31, you feel a little old. 32, 33, 34, you feel young. Yeah, 35, young. 36, you feel a little old. 37, a little old. 38, you feel young. 39, you feel a little old. 40, you feel a little old. Something like that. Bro, Wicks is the same age as Drake. If you think about it. Got no trades this week, really? No, man. I got no trades this week. Well, no, I got one. I got one on Monday. That's about it, though. My 8, I'm 26. I just touched 26. Like 3 months ago. April. I think there's potential today though. There's like a lot of potential today. It's just when, like, there's volume here, kinda. All right, still, I'll say it's still here. Did I get the wick entry buy? No, it happened during Asian. I wasn't as active last night for Asian. So the wick entry buy, yeah, on Monday we caught a wick entry buy. I was here, but this entire week nothing. We're still in the same range too. The other idea we had last night, or like the last 2 days during New York session in general, were wick entry buys in this area. So that was about it. That was the only other thing that we had. But now that it happened, right? Now it's like, what's next? So that's what we're trying to figure out, whether like from here, it will just continue making its way down. If it does, I have potential ideas here for sells in this range. I'll probably look to sell the bottom. And then for continuation of buys, I do have ideas there too, but it's gonna require like a continuation up first and then a pullback and then continuation. So more so into this range above here after you actually do get like a push up and a pullback for like higher lows. And then the other ideas today are just wick entry buys. So if you just were to make your way down like 4272 or 4206, like those are all wick entry buy idea zones. But yeah, like the ideas are there. It's just every single move today is gonna require like volume to get there. So we're just a little far.
Some good inside you. Situations like these, they force you to notice the difference. Look at me and Neeks, for instance. We know we live different lives and we've been on our separate missions.
But yeah, this week we got one trade on Monday. Last week we got like a trade on Wednesday or Thursday or something like that. And that was about it. Like since this whole entire bullish run, like I said, it's still very early.
They'll never know their friends' decision. Friends never had to decide. What does somebody do after doing everything you could have done for everyone? You just do what you should have done since day one. You stick with your day ones. I'm not the villain or the victim. I am the author. My right hand guides the pen along the page until the chapter's done. What would they do to me if they ever caught me riding dolo? Would they take my chain and my watch, or would they take my photo? Fuck that, I'm in the stew with Noel. The sun went down, we couldn't tell. There's so many opportunities, but we still here by ourselves. It's been nearly 14 years, he ain't worked with no one else. And I ain't
we may have two ideas work out. Yeah, it's possible. We can get a double trade day. We could get a double trade day, but that's gonna require an early move first, right? So yeah, if the first move is quick and early, usually though, like if we get double trades days, the first trade will be a wick entry position, and the second position will be like a continuation of that. So that's what we'll have.
Lot of niggas trying to drain me of my energy. Right now, me and Conductor, we got more fucking chemistry than MIT. 2 hours just strive for some peace and serenity. Then it's back dessert for the OVO supremacy and hotel amenities. They try to have all of my precious memories laying in my girl's lap like she Jackie Onassis and I'm John Kennedy. But I am not Jonathan Kennedy. Rest in peace, but I really can't bloody up the triple button Giovanni suit because I'm OCD. I don't want no Drake, my apologies. I'm tripping your top three.
You watch Big Short again? Michael Berry. They go. My son is taking corner kicks in front of Luis Enrique at PSG, and y'all are talking about inflating the numbers on. Yes, just 2K account right now. We've been trading on 1K account for the last year. So we're running this account up. I have a video on it if you go on my channel. Yeah, I don't have any buys here, man. For buy ideas, I gotta watch this drive up at least 640 pips. At least 640, and then a pullback. So like I'm assuming it'll be roughly 1,000 pips before we get ideas for buys. That's not wick entry buys. Try someone else, your friends never had to decide if they want to stay. The strength of your bond has never been tested in any way. I've been on the longest run, I don't know how to walk away.
It's baby steps for you boys. Y'all walking before y'all run. Secluding me might have been the worst thing that they ever done. I'm a product of where I'm from. One sound, one band. The orders make their way through the proper chain of command. And if everything goes to plan, I will be making a name change from the boy to the man. But y'all just
if you got your wick entry yesterday, what would have been your TP? Probably like not that crazy as you may think. Like, because our TP is just like, we would probably hit trail stops and profit, or our you probably would have seen trail stops and profit or break even. I think trail stops. It looks like it did reject. I just don't know, because this rejected earlier, so would I have moved it down? You know what I mean? Sometimes we'll do that and we'll move it down. But if we did get that exact entry, I mean, our TP would have been at most like maybe like here for like 110 at most. Not that far. Would have been from here to like maybe here, top of the range. So yeah, wouldn't have been that far.
Mistaking my sons for brothers, but it won't happen again. You better check your tone. I'm not one of y'all.
If you see my my trades, on my MetaTrader, my mobile, you know how it shows like when you hit like stops in profit or like stops or TP. All my traders show like red because it's all trail stops and profits that we get. All these traders just stops got hit. So like every now and then we got like a TP, but not as common. More common than the years prior, but not as common. Like we get a TP maybe like 15% of the time. We used to get maybe 5% of the time hit TP, but now it's like more so 10-15% of the time get a TP. Probably less now. Last year a little more. This year I will say it's a little less. But pips wise this year, it's been more than last year or any year ever. You're a scalper. I'm just a day trader. Like I don't have like crazy targets, not because like I'm looking to achieve a crazy target or I'm not looking to achieve a crazy target. I'm just like looking at the next potential area of reaction. Like I'm looking, like my trades are using the weekly, but I'm not taking it off the weekly, right? If I were to take off the weekly, that wouldn't be my TP. I'll use like a weekly TP, but like we'll take it on like the 515, so it's just like the next 515 resistance usually we're taking it. So yeah, if I was using like a higher time frame, we'll look to target something steeper. Like if I was using the weekly, and let's say we took a buy here, like I'll probably use the top of the range, right? But it's the same candles that print, right? Like on the either way, if it's a 4 hour or like a daily or the one, you're gonna get the same candles. So if we drop down to the 15, it's the same thing. Like the next range is where like here, right? So that's like my TP if I were to get a buy in like around here, then, right? It's just like the next resistance. So I'll treat them the same. It's just a different time frame. Damn, bro. Chad, what's the point of sending a signal? Like, is it like what's the point? Is it because like there's a Telegram channel that you have and then you want to send it, so then when someone takes it, it's like they want you want to invite them to your Telegram? Like honestly, like what's the point? I just want to know. Hope you get your fix today. You've been dry for 2 days. Yeah, I haven't had trades since Monday. It might not come this week. It can come next week. It can come next month. No problem. We'll be here every day. It doesn't have to come today though. It would be nice though. I would prefer something today, but we might not get a trade today. It's a possibility. It's not up to me to decide that though. You know what I mean? This is price. Price needs to pick up here for me to get a trade. I have my ideas marked up and ready to go though. So like from the more analysis we know what to take, it's just a matter of if those things can print or not, you know what I mean? If it doesn't print, move on to next week. No problem. No problemo. No problemo. You say play K dot. Here we go, man.
The sky's falling, the wind is calling, stand for something or die in the morning. Section 80, high power.
Visions of Martin Luther staring at me. Malcolm X put the hex on my. Wake up, filthy.
Sorry, you didn't get back to me. So what was the point? I don't know. Like I feel like if it's a validation thing, like you need a validation to get in, fuck it, just ask the question. Like, bro, I'm thinking of these positions. What do you think, right? But like to send a full signal, like it's gotta be some marketing or something. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Because if you just get in, you get in. You just get in your position, right? Like, because everyone's gonna take their own positions at the end of the day. So if you gonna get in a position, just take it. I don't know. No, not wrong the question. Like someone asked, "Yo, Don, you think this is a good position?" I'll answer it. But this is like the signal. Like, what am I gonna do with that comment? You know, like I can't just. Like, what, you want me to just take it? Like, is that why? Like, you want me to just take a position? I can't. I gotta see my positions for what they are. That's another thing about streaming too, chat. When you stream, right? Like, if you were to stream, chat, it's like you're gonna, one thing, you're looking for your positions. Another thing, people will call out their positions too. So like, you gotta just trust your analysis. Though at the end of the day, you can't get like distracted. Or even when you're in drawdown, you know, you go in drawdown and then people go in your chat and they'd be like, yo, this is a bad position. Like, let's say you're in styles, right? They'd be like, yo, this is a bad position. Take buys. And then you gotta kind of learn to tune that out too. NAS 100. I think I did this NAS 100 a couple days ago. It looks the same today, so I don't know if there's any difference really. I don't know if there's a difference really. Look, looking at this, like, I think same thing I'm looking for. Like, this is, I'll put this as a range right here, and I'm looking to see if you can get like a steeper bottom wick before you can actually make your way up. And I know I wouldn't look for sells here, just because like I don't know if it's gonna come down from here. I don't know, but because this is bullish though, right? Like, looking at this entire move, this is bullish in the higher time frame, and then this is like your overall range right here between here and here, and then this is like your liquidity right? So like the high time frame liquidity is there. The only thing you're missing now is lower time frame liquidity. So that's why like what I'll do is I'll mark up this entire thing as a range here. And what I'll do is I'll wait for a higher low to print. If you can actually come down into the ranges, break the lows, make your way back up, I'll look for buys like in this range. If I were to be trading NAS 100, but I wouldn't be taking buys from here. No. Not that I can't go up, right? I'm sure there's a possibility of it going up, but I don't have enough information to confirm that. Higher time frame, I do have enough confirmation to confirm that, but if we're entering off the smaller time frame, I would need to see like some small time frame liquidity. And then that can also be your stop too, because if you do come down like this, make your way back up the top of the range, you're assuming that this is the low, you can put your stops like on that low, and then your entries can be in the rebreak. But I wouldn't take sells from here as well. No sells from here. I wouldn't take buys from here. I would wait for a price to just kind of print that steeper bottom wick if it could, or a bit more structure here. There was a bit of structure here coming up, like just a bit. It doesn't look too bad. It could be a little better though. Maybe I'm exaggerating though. Maybe it doesn't have to be below here, even like coming down towards here, because then that's still going to be holding these lows here, higher lows, and higher lows, right? And as long as you can hold those higher lows as you continue to push up above those ranges, you're good. But that's what I'll say about NAS. That's kind of where we're at. Same thing on gold too, like same situation. Like I can't really take buys here. I can't really take sells here. I don't have enough information. $4,400, it's right there. I don't think it'll make a difference if you do tap into it. Like you're in the range, right? So there's a possibility. That's what I mean by when I say like there's no difference, because like coming down here or coming up towards here, like you're still within that range. So yeah, it's possible. Anything in this range is possible. You could range wherever. It's just like where you're gonna range to next. Like are you gonna range towards the bottom area before making your way up? Are you gonna just continue to make your way up from here before making your way down to the bottom of the range to make your way back up, you know? But yeah, it's in the range. It's just, yeah, it's possible. I don't see why it won't be possible. I just don't have confluence in this range. Bro, I thought that was Wogman. Wogman has the same display picture as you. I could have sworn that was Wogman. That's funny. What am I looking for? I'm looking for wick entry buys at 42.72. I'm looking for potential sells in this blue range if you are to make your way down. I don't know if it is or not, so I won't take sells here. So don't ask me if you know it's gonna come down. Why aren't you taking sells here? Because I don't know from here. And I'm also looking for continuation buys above here, but that's gonna require a push up first and a pull back and hold to continue. So it's gonna require a bit more movement for any ideas that we do have today, chat. So I have nothing right now as we speak. I have ideas planned for it. Now it's just up to price whether that's gonna print or not. It's not up to me to decide that. I can't just decide price to drive, you know? But NYC opens in 6 minutes, so that'll pick up. And then, yeah, we'll see if this could pop back into the ranges there. Because it's in this range right now. So it should be clean traffic going up. I don't see why not. And yeah, we'll look for continuations afterwards. But I don't have enough info here. Like there is this bottom wick here. But now the only thing I'm missing is a small time frame structure like coming up. Same thing as NAS 100 that I mentioned earlier too. It's like if you can get a push down and then make your way up, this will look a lot better for me. I'll start looking for buys like in this range up. Right, but from where you are, like, is there something missing here? I don't know. It might not. It might not make that bottom wick first. It might just continue coming up. But I don't have enough confirmation for it to continue up. So I will be missing on the move if that does not print. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. But it's waiting, right? I have nothing like active in my brain that's like a position right now. but the earlier the better. It's NYSE open in 5 minutes, and then you have a 1 hour closure in about 35 minutes too, so that can pick up. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Me, I'm trading gold, man. I am trading gold. Chat, why is this chat? Why is this chat moving like bots today? Am I tripping, bro? Why do I feel like I'm talking like bots today? Holy, this gotta be an AI. This got to be an AI today. This is an AI. Real human here? Chat, if you're human, type real human here. Let's do the captcha. Let's do live captcha. If you're human, type I'm human. Let's see for real. Human, come on. Do the captcha. Yeah, do the captcha to get access. Human. I'm human. I am bot. I am a bot. I'm human. I am AI. How can I help? I am AI. I am bot. I am human. I am human. I'm human. Alright, lit. Awesome, man. Awesome, man. I just need to confirm. Fuck. I'm long on 44.27. Stop loss at BE. What do you think? I'm long on 44.27. Stop loss at BE. What do you think? 44.27. You're long at 44.27. You're long at 44.27. So you went long on yesterday. Your stop loss. You had thousands of drawdown. Oh yeah, now we're talking. You held for that many pips. You a real one. Honestly, I'll put it down here like 42.19. That's like where like you break structure. If you want to be less aggressive or more aggressive, you can put it on the lows of this. I mean, that was already a low you were in a drawdown for. So yeah, it's a Friday too. So yeah, you can also just look to manage it if it closes back below 43.12. Because if it does do that, there's a high chance that it could continue down towards the next zone, which is the next stop loss zone anyways. So yeah, that's not bad, dude. But you're looking good though. If this continues up, you're back into the range here. It's looking good to the top of the range, man. 44.47. Oh, you're on futures? Oh yeah, then futures. 44.27. Oh, I was like, yo, someone actually asked a position about a drawdown today? Of course not. Asked the position once they're 100% profit already. I don't know. Stops to BE, let it run. What would I do? You watch the stream, you know? Like, I'll be stops at break even, risk free probably. You know what I mean? Like, I have my BE zones, trail stop zone set, and that's what you want to have set too. So That's what I got. You're at 100% profit. Like, what do you mean where your stop should be? I will be at BE. I'll be at BE. I'll be trail stops and profit. I probably would have hit trail stops and profit at this point. That's like asking, yo, Don, I'm in a position. I got in at 3,000. What do you think? 3,000? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got in positions like, yeah, I've been holding for 6 months now. I'm bullish. Like, what do you think? Like, I don't know. It's a good position. You're in profit. Like, I can't really add more value to that. You're already in the trade. That's W trade. What about target? Target for you? Where do you see the next resistance being? So if you go on GC, where do you see the next resistance being? You have a 4-hour leg candle. There's that 4-hour leg candle, daily leg candle too. You have a 30-minute leg candle too. Where do you see the next resistance? I can give you a stop loss, a TP, but it's gonna be the same answer you can find every time on your own too, right? It's like, where is your next resistance gonna be at? So like, what I'll do is I'll put a TP, I'll place a TP, and then I'll have my BE zones, I'll have my trail stop zones, and then I let price take the wheel. It's not up to me on what I want to grab that day. I might have a TP, let's say like here for instance, and then I'll have trail stops on the way up, BE zones on the way up. So that's what I'll do. And then I'll just trail at those trail stop zones that I have placed, and then whatever, if it hits stops and profit, if it goes straight up towards TP, it's just up to price to take the wheel. So yeah, that's what I'll do. But you wanna put that first, right? Because if you put that after, you're gonna start looking at your balance and being like, oh shit, I'm in profit here. Let me like, if you don't decide those things first, it's gonna create bad habits because you're gonna be moving more so off emotions, or more prone to move off of your emotions after, because you're instead of looking at the trade for what it is, you're looking now at the balance, like it's going up, right? Like you're in profit, so you look at the pips and all this, like, oh, let's see if I can get more here. Let's see, can I push here? And like you want to decide these things before you get in, because then once you get in, it's not up to you no more. It's up to price. Like price takes the wheel. So then every single time, if you have that strategy for BEs, trail stops and profit, TPs, stop loss set before you get in, you have like, how'd you find those ideas? How'd you find those zones? By using whatever confirmation you had. Like for me, it's like support and resistance, right? So that's what I'll use. Boom. It's a strategy to find these things. It's not like an emotional feeling of like, oh, I think TP should be up here at this psychological level. I think it should be at 5,000 flat, or I think it should be at, you know, like you make these decisions beforehand. So then when you actually get to a point of break even, no hesitation, break even, move stops, break even. You get to trail stops, move trail stops and profit. Next trail stops, trail stops and profit. And then you want to have this down though, because if you don't, when you're in the trade, you start thinking about those things, it's like you're just gonna be hesitating and then making emotional decisions, or more prone to. But yeah, you know your trade best. With such good results, why not size up? What do you mean? Why can't I just trade a $1,000 account? What do you mean size up? If anything, we've sized down our lot size since the account started. The goal is to actually size down. Like eventually, if we can make like 1% in a year and call it a year, when we get to that point of having a balance where you can make 1% a year and call it a year, that's like amazing. That's a hedge fund level work. That's the goal though. Obviously we're not there yet. We're like making like 5 to 10% still right now, a month on average. But if we can get to a point where we make 1% a year, or like even 5% a year, that's shit. That's amazing. 10% a year, yeah, it depends on the hedge fund. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, I don't know the exact numbers, but yeah, like in a year compared to like making like 5,000% in a year, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I made 1,000% this year. You know what I mean? But yeah, that'll be insane though. You make 10% and you can actually like, you're chilling. Explain liquidity. Don, what do you think an idea of liquidity is? Range above the wick of big movement. Example, wick of 43.86 on 15-minute time frame. Is this correct? Sorry, what do you say? What do you think of an idea of liquidity is range above wick of big movement? What do you think of it? What do you think on idea of liquidity is range above the wick on big movement? Example, wick at 43.86 on the 15. 43.86, 43.86. You talking about this wick? This is a leg candle, I'll say. My last video that I dropped. Would I say this is liquidity? I don't think so. I think overall, like, there hasn't really been any liquidity going up here. It's just one constant move up. But then again, like, you go on the higher time frame, this whole move down was already your, or could be potentially your liquidity. So that entire like move down from here, it could be your liquidity. So you might not need as much liquidity going up. But I wouldn't go into 15, like looking at this from a bullish run, I wouldn't say this is like anything here has been liquidity. Maybe some higher lows, like a little bit here and there, but nothing like too major. On a higher time from different story though, like on the 1, because then like you can see, like looking at this movement, this entire move up, like this is the steepest pullback you've had, right? So you can see, like if I were to bring it over here, I just trace it out, this is your biggest pullback. So that could be liquidity. The only thing I'm waiting for is a smaller time from liquidity now. So like going back on that 15 that we just looked at, if we can get pullbacks looking like this and continuation up, like I'll be more prone to looking for buys on the way up towards the higher time from liquidity, or higher time from top of the range. But that's what I want to see, yeah. But I wouldn't say this is it. Otherwise, that would have been enough for me, right? How far are we away here? We are 600 pips away. A little less. How much is this? 500 pips away. It's not bad. But yeah, if we can get higher lows, Shaz, that's really it. If you look left too, like if you can mark up like where it could be potentially, I'll say around here, just because you're going off of like this, and this, right? So that's what I want to see. And there's been times where you did reject here too, like over here you came up towards here and then you rejected, and then you got a bottom wick here, and then when it got a bottom wick, it didn't come back up. So that's why it's like if you do come down and then you actually do come back up, it will indicate that okay, this is going to continue now, because this is just a 15 minute liquidity, right? But I want to see that pullback first as you tap into these zones here. Put it around there. But yeah, that'd be nice. Just a mirror of this, right? And then you just gotta push up like that. I think the difference between the reason why this only pushed up towards here, because we're looking, if we look for buys above 43.95 after bottom wick, we want to see it come up towards here, right? So you're probably wondering like, well, when it came up towards here for a reaction, like here, it came down here. So let's say it comes down there, and when it rebroke the highs, it only came up towards here before it struggled. The difference in this though, and this is that this was already coming up from prior, like this came up from down here, right? This was more so coming down from this bearish move. This is already bullish on like a higher time frame especially too, right? So it's a little like higher chance to just actually push through once you actually do break, compared to this past movement here that just kind of struggled there. Manipulate your MT charts like that right here. I think it's called shift, like what's it called, chart shift. I just shift it, and then if you're looking for this is just this. I shift it to the middle, right click, properties, colors, background, change it to whatever, and then grid, make sure the grid is different from your background. So my grid is green, so then my arrow up here is green, and then you can just kind of drag it. Your default is gonna be like this, and then you can just drag it to the left like that, and now it's centered. So now it looks more like trading view. Pretty lit, no? That was like the best thing I found. My account was 1 hour away from max. I'm at -2%, so I better hold until those 1 hour highs. Don's a gamer. No, I'm not a gamer. Just been trading for a minute, but I know MT5 by heart. Chat, have you guys used this yet? What is this? Anyone try that yet? We're approaching the 30-minute invisible candles. True? We are. Yeah, we are. You're right. You're right. It might not react here. It might just push through. But then even if it does react, if it comes up above there, we know for a fact that could be like your continuation, right? Let's see, a little pullback here, chat. Let's see, can this pull back a little further? Like, I would like to see a 43.69 minimum though. I would like to see like 43.75. If it comes down towards 7.5 and it re-breaks, I'll wait for like a small pullback above. That's fine. And then after it pulls back, continuation, I'll look for those buys. But if it just comes all the way down towards here and then makes its way back up, like the first breakout is fine. You don't need to wait for much pullbacks, because then look how steep the liquidity is, right? So the steeper the liquidity is, the less, or the more probable that is to push. If it pulls back even, it might not pull back, chat, okay? It might not pull back, understand that. It might not pull back, it could just push up, and if it does, we're gonna miss out on a 430 pip range. Simple. But what we could get is wick entry buys still, so that's still an idea, right? Because if you do come up towards 4474 and you get a reaction, wick entry buy ideas could be like 43.95, 43.69. So there'll be ideas for wick entries too. It's not just only breakout buys. Simple. You're too scared to use that? What, AI assistant? Yeah. Chat, a lot of these, yo, you can just code your own journal. Chat, I just coded my own trading journal software on Claude. Bro, people be selling these things for like $30 a month subscription. You can just, Claude is like free. You can do it with the base model. And you can just, it'll show you like I swear they all just use Claude to create these trading journals, software journals. Like, you can just make your own. I mean, if you have it on a spreadsheet, just send it over and then it just kind of creates it for you, and then you just adjust what you want to adjust, right? Trades today? Yeah, right. None. Not yet. Could be soon though. Maybe if we're lucky, it could be before 10, but I highly doubt it. 15 minutes left until the 10 a.m. closure opening. 10 a.m. opening. Potential buys. That's it. Let's see, let's see, let's see, let's see. Oh, so you're actually reacting here. Re-breaking at lows, I guess. Let's see. Let's see. Is it gonna be a 1-2 pop?
Okay, now they got me wanna rap again. Heal the wound and then you stab me in my back again. You the type to play the joke and try to hide your hand. Not the type to come around and try to play your friend. You the type to cut the grass and snake your bestest man. I'm the type to close the deal and cut my n***s in. See me in person, I look like a ghost.
Today, that's his potential. I think today has the most potential, like so far of the week. Chad, did we come close any other day this week? I think Wednesday maybe wick entries, but
Sound like me, can't tell who is who. You get no real identity, can't tell you from you. Price went up, angel investor. Price went up, angel investor. Okay, I'm not okay. Think the good is not okay. Okay, it's not okay. Think the good, get out the way.
Who said I did what did they do? Why the hell are you hating so damn hard, someone must pay you? They don't keep me round cause I'm straight truth. My dog locked up, had more home runs than Babe Ruth. Had them chickens cleaning my house, told them be a use. If I see disloyalty, then we gon' cut them loose. Had my hands round her neck, grip tight like a noose. Tell your story with a bad ending cause I'm not a Seuss. Pass them round to the thugs, for an immunity boost. Double cup filled to the top with the serenity juice. Moment of silence, R.I.P. the juice. If they say it's up, I don't need a truce. Everything I do is so
W, man.
I just took her over the mountain.
W long.
Index. She told me to go to hell like I ain't been yet. And I still put in overtime like I ain't win yet.
Okay, I'm not okay. Think the good is not okay. Okay.
So now
Not okay. Think the good, get out the way.
I don't have any sells now, man. I don't know where you got the info from. I mean, you could take your sells. If you see a position, take your positions. But I don't have any sells or buys here. I want to move down for a pullback, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I see a sell. It's more of like if it does come down here, re-breaks the highs, I'm looking for buys above here. So I'm gonna have to miss out on 250 pips down and then like 300 pips up, and then above there I look for buys. So total like 500 pips of more movements, roughly 500 600 pips. If that's what happens, that's what the equation is today for me, for that move. A push down and a push up and a continuation above, but not like, oh, if you see it going down, why don't you take sells? A lot of people start to think that. I don't see sells. I don't have sell ideas here. Not until the blue range, at least. Until like this leg candle right there. That's the very next idea. So that's gonna be 600 pips. Well, if you see it coming down at 600 pips, now I think sells coming down. I don't have the idea coming down for 600 pips, man. If it were to go down for 600 pips, then below here, as you get structured, the leg candle formation, I'm looking for the leg candle. You know, not every move, chat, for me is like a position, right? Some moves are gonna be a confirmation. Do you know how many trades you've taken on your current account? Yeah, I do. I took 163 shorts and 57 longs. So roughly like 200 and let's see how Asian I am. 230. That's off, right? Is it 320? No, I'm tripping. 220? Sorry, 220? 220, 230? What is it? 40, 50, 70. That's 10 plus 5 plus 5. It's 10. 210. No, 220, 220. Yeah, 220. 220. 220 trades. Oh, I could have just looked at this. But yeah, look. 74% shorts and 25% long positions. And that's like a year and like that's like about a year, April last year until now. So however long that is, like 490 days or something like that, I think. 490 days. We took 220 trades. So yeah, chat, if you do the math, like that's including weekends too, right? If you exclude the weekends, that's like how many, I don't know, let's just say 430 or something. How many days no weekend? 430, 440, something like that. 220 within 400 days. That's like every 3 days we get a trade. Every 2 days we get a trade. 2.5, 3 days, something like that. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. 4 hour, it's wedge, just short. Wedge? Like the bullish wedge? That's why you're not flexing.
I can't really see where did I miss. Ex strippers, new killers, shot, tell them, this on Donda, on my mama, made a promise, Junior Watanabe on my.
Let's see, chat. Can we get a bottom wick? 4369. We're not far off. It's not too far off. It's just another like 130 down, and that could be quick too. Like sometimes, like you can see like the movement up versus the movement down. What's stronger, right? Like so far, I think it's about equivalent. I took like the same amount of candles to come down as it took to come up here, so nothing too dominant yet coming down. But if the rest of the move is quick down, then that's gonna show a lot of information right there. That's some good info right there. Because even if it comes up from here, chat, I can't even see the buys above here. Cause I want to see a steep bottom wick, but it'll still mean something. Like there'll still be a pullback here regardless, but nothing significant. You know what I mean? So then, like, if you were to break up from here, nothing changes for us. Like we're still gonna have to wait for price to drive up afterwards, like 570 pips. So if it can just come down all the way down towards the flip on the one, right? 4369. Might even be the next 1 hour count too, but 4369, and then it decides to rip back up 290 above there. That's going to be our position. So yeah, the sooner the better for the bottom wick. Otherwise, comes up from here, it's going to be a long way to go still. Almost a trade every day for a year, but I know you've been running that account longer. Yeah, April last year. April last year. Oil? Yeah, talking about oil tips. What's oil at? US oil? Let's see. Cleveland played Mr. Rage. I haven't heard that song in a minute. Didn't Triple Red just drop today? I'll cue it for you, bro. What do you think about it? Well, I marked up these ranges and I don't really have like if I were to trade oil right now, I wouldn't really have a position because I think I'm missing a bit of info here. On one note, you got lower highs that are still being held, so that could just continue to happen all the way down until 79.18. On the other note, looking for buys is like there's a missing bottom wick in these ranges, so I would want to wait for that bottom wick to happen before I look for buys. And I can't take shorts because like on a higher time frame you do have like these as lower highs here, lower highs, but like from this perspective it's like the only way I'll look for shorts is if it comes up first and it makes its way down, but I wouldn't know if it's going to come up first because I don't have information for that. So for me to have enough information to say it's going up, I would need to push down first. So if it pushes down first and then actually makes its way up like this, I'll look for buys above here. But something is missing here. It doesn't need to happen, but that's what will give me the enough confluences for me to enter. Something's still lacking there. So yeah, it's kind of like a no trader instrument. I can see why you got the buys though. It's like it's off of the support, right? I have mine a little lower though. Daily range also lines up with that. Bottom wick here too. So yeah, you're still missing that. Daily just flipped too. But yeah, I wouldn't really have much in this range. So those are the zones though. I'll use 87 and then 79. 1 hour flip here, huh? Chat. No, 30-minute flip. Fill away, fill away, fill away, fill away, fill away, fill away. Fill away, fill away. Let's see, the glitch. Yo, chat volume might be coming here. Let's see. It's picking up a little bit. Not bad, not bad. Let's see, can it re-break the highs? This is the thing, which is like it. Chat, I would say like it's still 600 pips more to go until we can get buys, but we can also get structure in this range. It was just nice if it could have done it there because like you were like halfway onto making that bottom wick. But if it just goes up, it goes up. The only thing I can really wait for is just another pullback up here and then wick entry buys. We look for more wick entry buys here. If it does just come back up to retest the highs completely. But let's see. The new 1 hour opening, we have like an hour left, so still a lot of time left into the session for us, chat. And yeah, let's see. Let's see if you can pop. Let's see if you can pop. Oh yeah, you want to miss the rage? I got you, bro. No lead on a 30? No, you're close though, man. You would have filled it quick. Just came up on the opening. Oh shit. Didn't Trippy just drop today? How was Trippy's album? Anyone heard it? NDA. Non-disclosure agreement. Let's hear it. Same old Trippy, huh? Same old Trippy. Wagwan, lads. $67,000 traders online right now still. We have a Trump speaks at 3 p.m. Chat, next week is it's also like no news too. Like for the whole week basically. Like nothing major. It's all just yellow folders, maybe oranges. That's about it though. So next week is pretty chill. Who knows? Could be a volatile week. Could be. Feel away, feel away. Let's see, 44.19. That could be a reaction zone. True. And then we got 44.19, tap into a pullback. Like you're looking at 44.86, the 1 hour flip again. If that reflips, why shouldn't it not come down? So if it doesn't come down after a reflip, 44.86, why wouldn't it come down? So then if it comes back up to re-break, that's your continuation to buy. So then we can look for that. From there up until 44 leg candle. That's not a leg candle, but 44.48. 44.48. That's around there. Yeah, so above like 44.19, chat could be our next ideas. But I wouldn't want to see a pullback, right? I'm just assuming that could be a next pullback zone just because like you've had some reactions here in the past up here. If so, you want to see this just pop through. Like push through this entire range here. This is 290 pips. So yeah, we'll see. 1 hour opens up, no bottom wick so far, so still a chance for there to be a bottom wick down here at 69, right? If you do get a bottom wick down towards that 4369 and you re-break the highs above there, is okay. We'll look for ideas above here, but since that didn't create a bottom wick down here earlier, I'm waiting for at least above 19. So it's a little further, which is where we also took positions before too, right? We took some sells there or some buys there on Monday. Game's going higher or lower now? I wouldn't know. I'm waiting to see. If I knew, I'll be in. So I don't know. So I'm waiting. I don't know if it's gonna come down for a bottom wick or it's gonna shoot straight towards like 44.19. But we have ideas for either or. Kind of adopting what you're doing and it's effective. W, man. I'm glad. W. I'll say, yeah, like you're here for 3 months, bro. 3 months. Should start adopting. 8 months, you got like all the basics down, I think. And then after that, it's just experience. Silver? Let's see. Silver is not bad. Silver moves like gold though, right? Yeah. Silver just looks like it's just gonna continue all the way through. Maybe. Struggle here, which is 69.18. You're missing a bottom wick down here. I think that's similar to gold too. That bottom wick that's still missing. There's potential for it still, chat. On the weekly, there's still potential for that, or the daily. Still potential, especially if you break below 41.48. So what really happened today? We hopped on at 8, right? Because we have like movement here, but it's like I feel like we're just in the same zones. We hopped on around 8.15, 8.20, like over here. Like you moved up like 180. Like, you know, it's nothing too severe today yet. Like not volume. It's not like completely rangy, but it's just it's not really going anywhere too crazy. Like the volume looks pretty like normal. But it looks like a pre-session still. It's not even like 8 a.m. opening or NYSE open. We'll see. London did move too, right? So like London was mainly your move today. London and like, yeah, just London. All the way, like all of London. From London opening all the way until pre-New York you moved, and then 8 a.m. just kind of chilled out. So could it be 11, 12? That's reassuring. We're around 8 months. 8 months, W. Well, oh, like no, I'm talking about the streams, like to learn like the strategy, my strategy. If you've been that is all really up to you though. Like the if you're talking about just in general, like learning the basics in trading, yeah, that can go anywhere from like a month. It depends how quick you learn. But at the end of it, you know, it's just all psychology really, and that's just experience. So yeah. keep going. Keep going. And then it's just like you just start to realize it's the same conditions that print each year, each month, each quarter. The pattern of it might change, right? But 3 basic cycles: drive, range, liquidity. And in each year you have another, like, let's say this is drive, right? It's like each year, like let's say this is drive cycles. Let's just put D. Let's put this as drive cycles. Liquidity cycles. So then you got drive, range, liquidity. Right? So like each year that you trade, you know, like as time goes on, you just get a tick. Like let's say year 1, you learn about you start trading in a drive cycle. Okay, cool, tick. And then that year you also learn about liquidity. Okay, cool, +1. The year after that you learn about range. Okay, cool. The year after that you learn about drive as well. Okay, cool. And then let's say the year after that you learn about liquidity. The year after that you learn about range. The year after that you learn about drive, right? So each time you learn about these different cycles, it's like more experience. Then you have a better understanding of the different cycles. Eventually it becomes like, oh shit, you have 5 years down on drive. You have 2 years down on range. You can even add another category here. This is mine, but I have all-time highs, right? Like the first time we were at all-time highs was like 2020 during COVID, right? And then we didn't have that much experience on all-time highs. That was our first time. And then 2022, you had more news that drove price to all-time highs. You know, we learned more about all-time highs. So now we have 2 ticks on all-time highs. And then 23, we had another all-time high. 24, all-time high. 25, all-time high. 26. So it's like each year that you go through the same cycle over again, it's just experience. And as time goes on, you eventually would have like, you know, this down your belt, and it's like you just get more confident with like what you're looking to take. But that's just time, right? You can't rush that. That's gonna happen regardless if you're trading or not. It's gonna move. But like when you take breaks, right? Like look, when you take a break now, you take like these breaks because I don't know, you blew an account and you don't want to trade because you don't have money to trade, so you want to wait until you have money to trade. It's okay, but it's better to like even look at the charts even if you're not gonna trade, right? Because then like year 2, let's say let's say you blew your account in a range cycle. Okay, cool. You take a break for the rest of that range cycle. Next year you come back and then you take the same break around that cycle. It's like you're not like instead of gaining that extra experience, you just missed on it. And it's like you might be more ahead here, you might be more ahead here, you might be more ahead here, right? You might be more ahead in liquidity. Might be more ahead here, but then you're still lacking info like around here. You're still lacking info here. So it's like every year when it gets to a point where you range, you're just gonna have a struggle. So then like you could flip your account quarter 1 of the year because you're in a drive cycle, but then quarter 2 or quarter 3, by quarter 3 you're ranging, you blew your account because you didn't understand these conditions, and that's only because you decided to take a break during that entire market cycle. So it's like it's better just like kind of go through it even if you don't have an account, because it's gonna build you either way from when you do have an account, instead of just kind of like missing out on that entire like market cycle, right? And this can be whatever, like you can replace these market cycles with whatever you see just in general, but that's what I use, drive, range, liquidity. You can replace this with whatever you want, but in general, like, you know, when you take breaks, like you're missing out on certain things that happen each year. So it's like same shit. You already got a headache? If you got a headache from that, my friend, I don't know what to tell you. Because when you take a break, you come back, you're not learning anything new. You didn't sit through anything. You just avoid. This is a bandit. You just avoided it. It's like, I'm gonna take a mental break. Okay, fine. Take a mental break. It's fine, right? But like, the next time that cycle happens again, and you take another break, it's like now you're just 2 years like of missing data that you could have just sat through and learned through. even though you're struggling through it. It's better to just struggle through it than just like kind of completely avoid it, because then you're gonna have to face it eventually, regardless. Why do you keep watching? I never watched you hop into trade. We had none this week. I mean, if I have no trades and you keep coming back, there's gotta be something valuable here, huh? Because why else would you be watching? There's no trade, right? I'm trying to look for trades, but this week there's no trades. This week we had none. Last week we had one on stream, I think. This week we had one off stream on Monday, Asian session. Last week we had one on stream. The week before 2, the week before 1, the week before 2, the week before 3, the week before 2, the week before 3, the week before 3, the week before 2, the week before 3, the week before 1, the week before 2, the week before 3, the week before 4. We had 4 trades in May. That was the last time we had 4 trades in the week. 4 trades again in May. Damn, what did we do in May? May look like we cooked. May look like we cooked. May we did 16%? No way. No way, Jose. No, 15%. 15.39 in May. It's a month behind. Wait, no, that's last year. We did 8% in May. Or 3% in May. June. No, this is August. This is July. This is June. This is May. 9% in May. Damn. But yeah, we haven't had like a 4 trade week in a while. It'll happen though. Like, look at May's conditions, right? What happened in May's conditions? Let's find out. What happened in May for us to get that many trades, right? May was before your range, so obviously June, July range couldn't get much. This just only started breaking out, so we're very early on this. May looks like it was just ranging and coming down. May made some decent. May was decent. You had like a little bit of range to start the month off, and then you had to push down, and then you had like this. I think in May there was also a leg candle here too that we were looking at on the weekly or something. Let's see. Yeah, I think in May we were looking at this leg candle right here. Right? That's what we're looking at. So yeah, we have something to reference. Now it's like looking at the higher time frame. What do we have to reference here? Aside from the fact that this is like the pullback. And now we're trying to figure out whether this is gonna be. Yeah, so see, that makes sense. Like, look at May. May we had this move down. We were bearish the whole month. We don't have direction now. We're coming up, but it's still too early to say, right? Like, you're still coming down bearish overall, and this is still a low. This could be a lower high, or it could be a lower low. We don't know yet. So we just need more information to be printed here. And then once that information actually prints, we'll be set. Will that be this month? I don't know. But that's kind of where we're at on a higher time frame. Let's see, 1 hour flips or chat. Can it flip and drive? Can we flip and drive? Can it be? Can you be? Can you be? Just sub, bro. Thank you, man. W. Last trade I took was 5th of August, like last Wednesday. Yeah, that's the one we had on stream. That was a while ago. That's it. Today has potential, man. Today got potential. I say that every day, but it's not moving.
recuperate. Just got off the flight from Budapest. Don't need college to say you
You
the
the best.
best. You the type of nigga shopping unicorn.
What is your year
Just found out my father-in-law unisex.
expectancy ratio for the whole trades? May I know what is your year expectancy ratio for the whole trades? Is that on MetaTrader stats? Year expectancy? I don't know, man. If it's not here, I do not know. Year expectancy? I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I just wake up, I mark up whatever the market showed me that day, and then I have my subs. I break down what I'm looking for, what I want to see happen, and if it doesn't happen, I get no trade. If it does happen, then I get a trade. And if I do get a trade, I'll have a selective stop loss off of like a 4 hour time frame usually. My stop loss is based on forward structure, and then my TP is based on the next nearest like area that I believe we're looking to mirror or looking to fill, right? And then I'll have BE zones on the way up there, trail stop zones on the way up there, and then that's it. Day by day, that's all my focus. I'm not too sure about the yearly. I'm not too sure what I'm gonna make by that month. I don't know. It's just whatever the market decides to give me, because I can't wake up forcing something, right? I can't wake up and say, hey, today I think I'm gonna make 10%. I could try, but long term, like, you can't always get what you want in the markets, right? So I just kind of wake up with a clean state of mind and say, hey, this is what I'm gonna look for today, and whatever the market gives me that year. Last year we did 220%. This year we're at 32.6. We started a year off of negative 25%. So yeah, that's this year so far. So it's just day by day. I don't think we gotta worry that far though, right? Trading view, I use it. I just don't trade on it. It's a little delay on trading view. If you trade on trading view, it's a little bit of a delay. Trav, if you hasn't joined the stream, hit the like button, sub to the channel. We're almost at 127,000 subs. We're like maybe 700 away. 700 subs away. And the goal is 130 by the end of the year. If we can get 130 by the end of the year, that'll be a W. You don't run more than one chart. I just swap. I just switch between time frames. I'll look at the 4, the 1, the 15. I look at all of them, all the way up until like the 4. I'll say when I'm scalping like this. Concrete. 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 Potential is just to keep you hooked. Hey man, I said it earlier on this stream. I don't know if you missed it. I was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, it might be a little long before we get a trade today. You can watch someone else though. Hey man, you just missed it. Bro, how you gonna get mad at me? Mad at me because I'm not taking a trade because I don't have a setup. Like you, bro, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. Cause then you'll say like, yo, you gotta be disciplined, right? I mean, obviously, like generally, you're supposed to be disciplined. So, but when I'm too disciplined, it's like, bro, you gotta take a fucking trade, man. And you rage quit. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Rage quitting and trading, it's one thing, right? One thing is like to rage quit in trading because, you know, it's trading sometimes could be emotional. But to rage quit at another man that you're watching looking for a trade, it's like if you're gonna watch someone look for a trade, you're gonna watch them look for a trade. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just force, like, it's like, hey, yo, can you be my signal provider? Okay, sure. Can you get a fucking trade right now? It's like, at that point, you might as well just trade yourself, because it's like, it makes no sense. It's like, you need a third party connection to get a trade. You can just directly go into MT5 and go boop, and boom, your day is done. No complaints. No complaints. You know what I mean? So I never understood that one. I never understood that one.
Know what I'm saying? Fuck what y'all niggas doing, what you got going on. Yeah, know what I'm saying? Real niggas in them all.
You also gotta remember too, I'm on the charts with my time as well, right? Like, I wouldn't just try to hop on just to like fuck. The new term is gonna be called, this guy just discipline farming. This guy discipline maxing, bro. I wouldn't waste my own time and try to just be on just to kill time for, like, you know, like, I'm actually looking for a trade. This is just how I trade. It might not be like what you're used to with the streams. Like, sometimes you go on a stream and they get a trade every day, right? I don't get a trade every day. I'm telling you off bat. I just don't. I don't. I would love to. Maybe not in this market cycle. Maybe when things pick up, we could get a trade 5 days a week again. But man, magic doesn't always happen every day, man. Sometimes, bro, it's just you hop on and you just spend some time watching the price. Like, it's not like a work where you clock in every day and then you get paid, right? Trading is a little different, where like sometimes you might clock in and then afterwards, like when you clock in, you gotta pay the bill. Shit, imagine, like, it's not like a 9 to 5 where you hop in and then you get paid as you go, right? It's not like guaranteed as that. I wish it was, but you know what I mean? Ain't no complaints. Hooked. I don't know, man. Because you know what, bro? It's like, let's say we take a loss, right? Who you gonna blame after? You're gonna blame me, either way. So it's like, man, if you're gonna blame me, why would you even want to like sit here and wait for someone? Because then you're just waiting for someone to blame on, except for yourself. It's like, you know what I mean? I don't know, man. I tried. Let's see. Chat, how many positions everyone take today? Everyone spam the amount of trades you took today. Zero. All right, one person got 0 trades. None. Took around 10. Scalp in the minute mostly. See, someone got 10. See, but they're still watching. One and done. See, someone's still watching. Like, I don't know, man. If you don't like the stream, you know, I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's a free stream. It is a free stream. 3. See, 3, there you go. 1, you got a runner. There you go. It is a solo thing, though. It is. Like, you can watch, because it gets lonely. Trading does get lonely. Like, it's like, when I wasn't on stream, it was like kind of just you and your own thoughts, you know? When you're in drawdown, just you and your own thoughts. It's like, that's it. You sitting there and you're just thinking like, wow, I'm really in drawdown right now. But when you're on stream, you know, you get to like discipline farm more. Nah, but yeah, it's a lonely thing. So gotta stay chill to trade, and you do. Gotta keep your cortisol down, you know? Not too high, not too low, just perfect. Balance. Hey, that's 2 people that rage quit though. Last week it was TSA, this week it's Andrea. 2 people rage quit, back-to-back weeks. Come on, gold. Chat, you guys even get a trade today? Holy. This is not, now it's actually not moving. It's just ranging between this like a 120 pip range.
Now is my time. Now is my time.
3 days. Just light work. Just light work. That's light work. Chat, what's the longest you gone with no trade? Like ever? Someone said a month before. I never been a month. The longest I went was maybe like in total week, maybe like 2 weeks. Trading days, maybe like, yeah, trading days I'll say like 11 to 13 days. Like that's like usually long. I've never gone a month though. If you've gone a month with no trades and you're on every day, that's like, I don't even know. Yeah, it's crazy how you explain the same thing every day. You should record yourself and play the video, and when people start complaining, nah, bro. I thought about it. I'm gonna react to my stream after. I'm gonna do a recap. All right, guys. Here's what we did on stream today. So today, I got on an 8. You can see right here. I got on an 8. Did my analysis. I broke down what I was looking for. Cause no, there is a lot of like just yapping on the stream, right? So like things get missed out a lot. But if I can highlight the important things. Oh, here we go. Plus a live commentary. Yeah, there's a lot of yapping, so things just flies over your head easily. Done. You do help me wait for the highest profit trades, which makes me to trade less trades. Get out from BEW. Big stage, man. You get out from the break-even stage. That is amazing. That is the hardest stage. Transitioning out of break-even. Well, not the hardest, but that's the stage where I'll say a good majority of traders quit at. Like sometimes, like it's easier to quit at the break-even stage than quit at the losing stage. When you're losing, you got something to chase though. When you chase to a point where you're actually like kind of somewhat getting there, but you're not getting it yet, it gets frustrating. That's the most frustrating because like, bro, I'm not too new to like lose my account. I'm also just stuck at the break-even stage. So it's the most frustrating, most longest stage there is. But once you get past that stage, it's like infinite. The sky's the limit. Anime, nah. Maybe not. A little when I was younger. Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Inuyasha. I think I read Bleach. Bleach I read too, but nah, none of the new ones. Like no Demon Slayer, no One Piece. I gotta push down here just now, chat. This is not bad. 5-minute candle. That was the most volume you've had since like this push up. So, or in a while. So let's see. Can it pick up? You see what I mean earlier, though, chat? Like if this just came down earlier, like it would have made this move way quicker. If it came down towards 69, tap into that zone before it came up above 86, like we would have been in. But the reason we didn't get in is because there wasn't enough of a steeper bottom wick. But maybe you can do it now. So that's what I mean by like, if it's not a problem now, it can be a problem for later, right? This is done. We are now in the later part of the problem. 1 hour flip here. Let's go. 10:37. Still a little bit of time too. I'm in sells. Where should we place TP if the 1 hour flip bearish? Honestly, TP. I don't know about TP. You can choose whatever for that, but I'll put BE at least like 43.82 BE, and our trail stops minimum at like 43.81. So by the time it taps that, I'll trail it in profit to 82.96, the previous BE zone, and then TP can be wherever you want. You can put 69. You can put down here at like 79, but just have BEs and trail stop zones. Hey, is there F1 this weekend? No, it's 2 weeks. 23rd. Spreads got a little better here, chat. A little better. Let's see. Can it be something? Wow, 32,000 traders online. That really dropped, huh? By half? Sheesh. People gave up for that. Check out solo leveling. What is that, anime? Let's see, what is this? Solo leveling? I think I've heard of that before. Crunchyroll. I watch Akira. The movie? Akira. I watched that like recently. Oh, last year. Y'all watched it before?
I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me. Asking me how did it feel? Can't say it didn't.
Are we not on a key resist level? Key resistance? On a daily, you mean? Or are you talking about a different time frame? On the daily, yeah. Like, I think on the daily, it's gonna be very awkward between here and here until you break out. So, yeah. On a daily, it is a key zone. Does it mean it's gonna reject though? Not necessarily. It can just push through. But it's gonna be awkward until it actually breaks out or end. If you're talking about small time frame, then I wouldn't really say so. I think you're just more so like you're in this range right now. So the only thing that's missing for me, chat, is literally just a bottom wick and then a continuation. That's about it. That's all I'm waiting for today. So if you can get that bottom wick, re-break the highs, amazing. because I just can't tell from here whether it's gonna go up or not, aside from the fact that it's breaking into the range. But that's just like a bare minimum like confirmation, right? Like I just small time from details is all you need now, and then that bottom wick, the re-break of the highs, and we'll be set. So yeah, if that happened earlier, we would have been in already probably. But it didn't drive yet, so clearly is there something that's missing? Maybe still, could that be the bottom wick? You know what I mean? So if that does come down and then shifts back up above, amazing, we'll be in buys.
Nobody wants to be cold as her. Popped out with my Julia. You fucking know who you fooling, huh? We made love in my dolly truck. You had me thinking it was all love. Burn it down, let's solve. Come here, turn me up. I'm hitting the shawty, I get in the car, I fuck with her, turn me up. She give me head on the top floor, I swear it was stories up. My Victoria. Just let
How far are we? 100 pips away, guys. That's we're about to hit 2 digits. About to hit double digits. It's no longer in the 4 digits. I'm gonna get still. Yeah, when we get one, yeah, well, you'll see it on my screen. You will see. Why'd you mark 69? I want to see a bottom wick tap that zone. So if you can get a bottom wick in that zone, and then close back above, like that's just a minor, like the minimum bottom wick zone I want to see in order to take buys above 43.86. So the reason I didn't get any ideas for buys above here earlier was because we're missing a bottom wick there. So if that can happen, it can be further. It doesn't need to be there, but that's the minimum I want to see. So either if it pushes through there or whatever, like until it actually breaks up, we're not looking for buys anyways, right? But that's the minimum. So it doesn't mean much there. It's just like the minimum bottom wick. It's not like a position there or anything. I don't have wick entry buys until like 42.72. So we're a little further. Just breakout buys right now. Is this a pullback? Maybe. Could be. Let's see. I don't know yet. I don't know if it, once it actually does reject. So if you get something like this and something like that, then yeah, you can say this is like a higher low, but it can just continue to come down from here, right? Any given point, it can just be a fake out. This can just be a lower high and a higher time frame still. So, and for sells, I have sells within the blue range, so I won't have sells here until you actually break into the blue range. I'm looking for this range fill there, basically. Let's see, 15 minutes chat until 11. A little bit of time. Let's see, this move down is like okay, it's not too strong. It's kind of equivalent to this so far. Let's see if that picks up. 7-3, yeah, it could be. I mean, if it's 7-3, it's, I can't really do much off of that afterwards anyways. There's a no bottom wick there though. 74 zones, but if it's a 7-3 and comes back up, I gotta wait for above 44.19 then. So that is pretty far, man, pretty far. I prefer not. I'll be back in like 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Let's see. Maybe the 1 hour is a leg candle. 8 minutes left. If it flips bearish, that'll be a leg candle, chat. And then I'll also tap into 43.69. So if you above 43.86, damn. Let's see though. It's gotta come down quite a bit, I think. So how long into the 1 hour flip? Maybe a 4 hour flip. Wait, no, I'm tripping. This is the 4, not the 1. Sorry. 1 will still be a leg candle, actually. Yeah, okay, that's even better because then this is the body reaction zone, right? So if you opened up and you come down for a bottom wick first, and then you flip bullish, above here it could be continuation. Leg candle fill is how much? 89 pips. We'll probably end up getting more so above here. 41 pips. Leg candle, my last video. My last YouTube video, I explained the leg candle. It's in the playbook, but the video might describe it better. I think it's in the playbook under candle anatomy. Leg candle. See? I think I said this before. I didn't even realize I put this here. But yeah, this is the playbook, chat. If you guys want to take a look at it, it came out in November. It's playbook V2. I'm doing an update on it. Not the playbook, but more so of just the this part of it, the chart. It's gonna be version 2.5, so it'll look a little different, but same information, just better visual. But yeah, admes.com, link pinned. You're holding for the rest of the day. What do you win? Damn, again. Well, where was the bottom wick earlier? It was earlier was 8:40, 9:15. Yeah, I think it was 9, right? Was it 9, chat? I think it was this one, right? Or was it this push? I think it was this push. Or was it this push? Or was it this? I think it was this push. I forgot. But yeah, it's in. 4 minutes left. Re-breaking our lows once again. Could it be? Could it be? Is there a Discord? Yeah, there's a Discord. It's just not as active, the new one. Not active yet. Link not valid. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Let me fix that. Try now. Should be fixed. Yo, exclamation point leg candle. That should be a link to that. Should take it to the leg candle video. Are we taking sells down? No, we're looking for. I'm looking to see if we can get a bottom wick at 69. So I don't have sells coming down towards 69. That's what you're also gonna wonder. I'm looking for a 69 before you break back above 86, and above 86 is what I'm looking for. If you can come down towards 69 first. So I don't know if it is, but that's why I also don't have sells coming down there. I buys.
By the way, nigga, you should fucking quit, nigga. Just forget it. You talk it, I live it. Like Eli, I did it. Jokes on you, motherfucker, and I get it. No paper hoe, but you can have some more of me. Orgy, or are we speaking metaphorically? Historically, I'm kicking bitches out like Pam, nigga. Going ham, nigga. Me and Jigga. And the nigga still young. When I had no kids, but I've been practicing with some action shit as bad as shit. Had a few white girls, ass as flat as shit. But the head so good, damn a nigga glad he hit. Got him jumping out the building. Watch out below, a million out the door. I'm about to go ham. Hard as a motherfucker, let these niggas know who I am. I'm about to go ham. Hard as a motherfucker, let these niggas know who I am. Fuck y'all mad at me for? Y'all don't even know what I've been through. I pray chicken with a Mack truck. Y'all motherfuckers would have been moved. I swam waters with great whites. Y'all motherfuckers would have been
gold USD here. Look, there's 46,000 or 46% are taking buys and 54% are taking sells. Oh my god. All right, chat, we'll place a session stop loss soon. Okay, I think I don't know, there's a potential leg candle here, so that can get filled without tapping 69. But yeah, let's see how you open up here. Bottom wick and top wick first, and then we'll decide where that session stop loss will be. Damn. Ready, steady. Later, bro. Take it easy. Have a good weekend. Peace, peace. Peace, peace. That kind of body reaction. So this is the only chance, well, not only chance, but if this is a body reaction, this is a reaction area. So if you do react here, 69 is like, it's pretty far still, but chat. And also, it doesn't have to be exactly 69. Like even like here would be okay too, like 71 zones, but just the idea of a bottom wick in general. sim zones.
White America, assassinate my character. Money matrimony, yeah, they tryna break the marriage up. Who gon' act phony or who gon' try to embarrass ya? I'ma need a day off, I think I call Ferris up.
Bueller had a Mueller, but I switched it for a Miele, cause I'm richer. And prior to this shit was moving freebase.
Had a conference with the DJs, Puerto Rico 3 days.
Polly with the PDs, now they got that shit on replay.
Sorry, I'm in pajamas, but I just get off the PJ. And last party we had, they shut down Privé.
Ain't that where the Heat play?
Yeah.
Niggas hate ballers these days.
Yeah. Ain't that like LeBron James?
Ain't that just like D-Wade? Wait.
What you need? 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 What you need?
What you mean copyright? Nice Friday here. Pretty chill Friday. Broker is Blueberry Markets. Exclamation point broker. Where is his volume? I know it's 11. So London just closed. Or no, does it close at 12 with the daylight savings? But chat, like we had literally a move from London all the way up until 7. So it only started ranging like at 8 for New York. And usually when that happens, you don't get a continuation of that volume until like late. And now we're in late times. It's 11. So I think what we could do also is stick around until 11:30, 22 more minutes, and then see what's up. But really nothing much is happening. And you broke the lows, which is kind of good because it's better than just being stuck in this range, right? But still couldn't get that bottom wick at 69 zones. Came down towards 80. Now you're kind of breaking into this range again. So could that be filled? Could be filled. And if that gets filled, though, that's the thing. We wanted to see 69 in order to get buys above here, right? So now that it didn't tap that, I don't have any buys here until the next time you create a pullback. So that's going to require a push up first, if you even push up here. And then pull back, and then same thing, re-break it at high would be continuations for us. So we just kind of move that up. Unless you can still create a bottom wick. This is a little earlier stage too, but this can also still be lower highs here, right? Just to come all the way back down to bottom of the range. Let's see, is there a wick entry buy at 67? That's the 1 hour flip. That's a 4 hour flip. I'll say it lower. 4346. Is that what we have? 4346 wick entry buys. We have a 5.8. Let's move it down towards 4.6. That's still 370. That's not bad though. 370 pips. Wait. 43, 46. Yeah, that's not bad. It's like 370. Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. There's like literally no new information being printed today. It was just range, range, range. And this is like the very first small piece of info that actually printed. Otherwise, it's just kind of still in the range. You should be solid. I do. Short form editing thumbnails can turn your moments into clips that hit different. Let me know if you're down. I'll send samples. DM me on Instagram. Donoversees. Donoversees on Instagram. Just hit me in the DMs. Don under trades. All right. What's up, Green? What's up, my dude? Where's your Instagram? Insta? Don Overseas. DON Overseas. It's the same as my YouTube name. Give me signal to entry. Signal for entry? I replied to you, Green. Didn't I? I said, yeah, check it out. Pinned. What's up, Vivacia? Hey, we might be moving here. We might be moving here. Surf, 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 surf and turf, surf and turf.
These niggas gon' ride the wave. Your eyes are just like a tape. These niggas gon' ride the wave. My body gon' fill up a safe. These niggas gon' ride the wave. These niggas gon' copy for days. These niggas gon' ride the wave. They tryna find out where I stay. I had it low with a ledge to see who working.
Chat, you guys think Young Thug and Gunna will ever make music again together?
See if I like it or rocking with it. There go lil' mama, I don't wanna fuck cause she burning, she tripping. I'm waving, goddamn. Niggas won't smoke with the slack, we can meet in the kitchen.
This was a classic album.
Gangsters don't know how to approach the man. I chop up his ass, I chop up his friends, his mamas, and all of his kids. I come with the lid, I chop out the top of the beans on dollar get spears. They came with the shred, I told them to chop off your penis, you keep in your head. I had a drum with a K and it's fully loaded, nigga playing this bitch. Catch you down bad, you know I'm putting dick in your wife, I'm not sparing shit.
Yeah, I'll check it out after stream, bro. Thank you. I will hit you up.
I need some brand new ties, I done burned off of the Z06. I know about family ties, I know about the mob, but can't say shit. Couple things I done seen in the dark.
Don Under Trades.
Couple mains, I done seen a couple on the Spain, a couple on French.
Someone, I think someone made a one called Don Over Trades.
Surf, surf, surf,
Surfy.
surf, 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 surfing.
I tryna ride the wave, 9 times out of 10, these niggas gon' drop. You got some slimy ways, and come out the blow up, it's no for a pound. I counted up, see what I made today. Beat it up, you gotta pay to play up. Underdog, I got a name to say, so niggas will never get out. I haven't made your waves, feel like I made the rain. Skating on gripping the grain, I let it drip and they drain. I got the business Hussein, the money been healing the pain. The Coopers ain't color cocaine, I hope you don't sniff anything. She said she like giving me brain, I hope you didn't get a ring. Yeah, they clip what I'm board on the plane, Jesus enough for a king. Overseas I got plenty of teams, a pretty foreign team.
They're holding you captive over here? Surf. Surfy. Bro, every time you say bro or something, I'm just afraid that we got hit with the copyright. Pencil, you going mushroom picking today, Pencil? Or like you going like hiking? Like any like 12-kilometer runs or walks, or like you going golfing today? Is Pencil even here? Pencil's here. Why? I don't know. Just that's usually what happens. So, foreigner? Well, technically, yeah, because you don't use kilometers, so you use miles. So miles sounds foreign to me too. Miles. 1 kilometer, 1 mile is how many kilometers? Like it's like this. I swear it's the same currency rate at this point. Like 1 mile is like what, 1.6 kilometers or something, right? That's how much a currency is. $1 USD is like 160 CAD or something like that, right? It's at the same currency rate at this point. Canada. Canadian, eh? Maple syrup. Maple syrup. Are you in buy or sell? I'm actually in no positions right now. None. Canadian, eh? What's up, Benzo? 1.6. Yeah, 1.6. 1 mile. Is it, yo, in Europe it's also kilometers, right? Asia, what does Asia go by? Kilometers too, no? Yeah, I asked if you're doing anything today. If you're gonna go like mushroom picking or like 12-kilometer run or walk, hiking. Chat, 10 more minutes, man. That's it. 10 more minutes. Add extra time. But shit, still in the range here, man. One thing I will say though, chat, is that if this was a range right here on a small time frame, and this is a breakout, you know, first break would be a fake out. It broke out, fake back into the range. So if this decides to re-break the lows here, there's a higher chance it can actually push through towards 6.9. So could it be? It can still continue up as well as long as it holds this range too. But yeah, because it could still be a fake out, still within that range. But if we start breaking these lows again down here, 6.9 could still have potential to happen. It's still hot over there? Is this the hottest it's been in Europe? Oh shit, chat. You got the glitch. Hold on. Let's see. It could be though. It's starting to flutter a little bit. You can see it, right? You can sense it in your body. Like your body's a little tingling a little bit right now. Like you can feel it. You can just feel it. You can just feel the candles, bro. Deadass. You can just feel it. You can feel the glitch here. Starting to move. What time is it? 11:22, just in time for 11:30, huh? This might be the most volatile candle of the session so far. They got potential here. It's got potential, chat. This 5-minute candle. Maybe another leg candle closure for 11:30 then, huh? UK uses miles? Damn, I did not know that. Interesting. That's it, gold. You know what we'll do, chat? No, we can't. I was gonna place a session stop loss up here, but we can still get continuation of buys without the pullback. So let's just wait for 11:30. Let's see. Could it be? Could it be? Could it be? If you get a push down, chat, this is the most volatile candle, right, of the session. Like, this is 160 pips. So especially if it's a 1-2 pop down too. Remember, like, if this is a range here, right, and this is supposed to be a quote unquote fake out, that was enough of a bottom wick, right? This had a higher probability of going up. But remember, the first breakout could always be a fake out. It doesn't always mean there's direction. And the fake out doesn't mean it's direction too. It can sometimes come to the range like this and then still hold the lower highs and still continue to make its way down, right? So if this does decide to break these lows here, there's a high chance that this could just continue down. If it does, then that's your tap into 6.9, and then you still gotta wait for the buys back above 86, but at least that'll be over with. Looking good. 15 is also your invisible candle count 2 over here. You can't block that out. So that should be able to mirror. 3-minute flip. 1 hour might close leg candle 2. Or a 3-minute might close leg candle in 5 minutes as well. Not bad. Picking up a little bit. Let's see. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Where you want price to go down, I don't really care where it goes down to. I just want to see a 69 minimum tap, because that's what was missing earlier. So if it wasn't a problem then, it's a problem now. So this is a problem that's getting fixed right now, the bottom wick. That's why we waited for a 69 earlier, right? And we didn't get buys on any of the break of the highs or anything up here, just because that was missing. That also does not mean, chat, I just want to clarify this, man. It does not also mean that we want sells down, right? It doesn't mean that, okay, now it's time to take sells because we want to see a bottom wick. It's like we want to see a bottom wick to take the bullish position buy, not sells from here down. Because I don't know. I don't have enough confirmation from here, aside from the fact that this is like a range here and there was a fake out here that came back into the range. At the end of the day, it's just a lower high being held. So this can just mirror. That's like a bare minimum requirement, right? That's like the bare minimum. Because you're still very bullish in the higher time frame. But yeah, we will watch the move down, so it's not too far. We're about to be in like double digits. The rebreakout lows will be like 9 pips away. Lower high here. Let's see. What could this be? It's not bad. If this is able to create a lower high up here, re-break these lows here, could it be? Let's see, how much is this range? Bid here is 24. You say why is gold being so lazy this week? Yeah, it's just it's at a decision zone. So usually when it's at a decision zone like this, it's like really awkward for price. It is really awkward in these zones here until you break out this range. I don't think it's gonna be like this though, like ranging for that long, but this is the next time you get like real direction. So this push here, it was very short-lived, right? It was only like 5 days of movement, like a week of movement really. Only like 2 days really that moved out of those 2 weeks, NFP and last Thursday. So yeah, this week is ranging, but it's gonna make a decision here. So that's why it's taking a long time, right? And you won't get volume until this breaks out above like 4,500 or 4,300. So once that breaks out, you'll see like more consistent volume. But that's just kind of where you're at on a higher time frame. So when you reflect it down to the smaller time frame, of course it'll be a lot harder to look for ideas at, because you're not getting much movement. All right, you kind of just been stuck here. Since Monday. Let's see. So didn't tap 69 though. Came from 79 though. So did you re-break that low? No, you didn't re-break the lows. This is a nice top wick though. If this does continue back down, what's gonna happen below here? What is 86 here? Structure is not bad, chat. There's potential. I mean, this is a pretty decent top wick here. This came all the way up towards like 88. That's like a 9 pip retracement. The only issue is like there's a minor zone here. It's not too strong, I'll say. It's like, because at the end of the day, I'll say it's still within this range here. Let's see how quick this move is down. There's like this range here that I'm interested in, below like the 81 down towards like 79, 77. Let's see how quick this push down is though. There's a leg count on the 5 too. If you re-break the lows, you're looking at 43.77. That's your next support, like next minor zone. So if it comes down, that can be a reaction, top wick, and then a re-break. Below here is like, below here down 6.9 is not bad. But you want to see this break the lows as well. If this comes up steeper, like if this actually comes up, breaks the highs again, and it's just back into the ranges, then I think this would be a lot more valid between like 43.82. But if it comes down from here, then below 77 towards 6.9 is not bad. But you still need movement. You still need like 100 pips at least. And you need structure too, right? And if there's no structure, the wick entry buys are still valid. But that is a little further. That's like 46 zones, 72 zones. How much is this? 75 until you break the highs.
Damn, that's crazy, but it's true. Weezy out of here. I'm God to you niggas. I work too hard just to spoil you niggas. You need to pay. Say she wanna eat sushi, I gave her enough to go shopping. Anything she wants, she cashing out without the problem. How you gonna love a nigga that ain't got love for your mama? You can die today, it ain't gonna save me never drama.
If your RR is 1-1 using your current entry strategy, what is your win-loss ratio gonna be? Yeah, you asking me questions that I don't even know because I don't do. I don't know. You're asking if like, what would my RR be? If my RR was a 1-to-1 using my current entry strategy, But my RR isn't a 1-to-1 using my current entry strategy, you know what I mean? So like if I use a 1-to-1 entry, it's like, what is a 1-to-1 even? A 1-to-1 is like stop loss is and TP is equivalent, right? But like, what if I don't hit TP? What if I have a BE zone and trail stop zone? You know what I mean? Like I have those zones on the way up towards TP, trail stops on the way up too towards TP. Same thing for stop loss. I look to manage if it goes against me. 1-to-1 is could be anything, right? Like what is 1-to-1 a price? 1-to-1 sounds good in our heads, but like to a price, what is a 1-to-1? Like is it breaking a low? Is it breaking a high? You know what I mean? And then you ask like what would the lose rate ratio be? The win-lose rate ratio be? I don't know. I don't know. Because I don't choose my TP off of like a 1-to-1. Like I don't be like, oh shit, today I want a 1-to-10 RR, right? Or a 1-to-5, whatever number that is, you can insert it there. Like I'm not gonna wake up and say I want blank RR today. I ask myself, what is the next logical TP or destination? What's the next logical stop loss I could use? And then that's what gives me my TP and my stop loss, right? And then when it comes to break even zones and trail stop zones, same thing. Like what's the nearest area that you can reject that? The first one is BE. The second nearest area is going to be trail stops. Third nearest trail stops. Then I'll just keep doing that. And then price is going to give me whatever that is that day. Price will give me a loss. It will give me a win. It will give me 10 pips. It will give me 50 pips. It will give me 20 pips. Whatever that is. But I'll mark up those zones off of my price action strategy, right? And then price is going to dictate what I'm going to grab today. But I'm not going to wake up and be like demanding of like a 1-to-1. Because how is the market gonna, like I wouldn't be able to tell the market's gonna print me a 1-to-1. What does that have to do with the markets? Right? So then you're just like pre-firing without even looking at where the chart is. That's kind of how I view it. So it's not like I'm trying to even go for like a negative RR as well, right? Like I'm not even trying to go for a negative or a positive. It's just whatever price prints me. Like that's really not in my hands. You know what I mean? Fair enough. Yeah, no problem, man. That's just how I view it. If you put me in a sticky predicament, if you just say, yo, if you have a 1-to-1, you know, it's just not what I do. It's not my approach. Come on, gold. Damn, chat. How many 12 hour, like, chat, this is like real. We had like three streams this week that went to 12 p.m. So we really tapped in. Like we actually tried to make an effort to be here for a trade, but it's literally not moving. That's like 4-hour streams, right? What kind of mushrooms are we talking about? Have a good weekend, Walkman. Take it easy, bro. I'll see you on Monday. Thank you, man. Yo, so Penzo, how do you tell when like a mushroom is like good to eat or not? Like, what if you get a poisonous one? Bro, I told you today is Friday, and Fridays are always tough for gold. You know what's funny? Fridays are actually our most tradable days. True fact. Not making that up. Fridays we get the most trades, right? Hold on. Is that still true? 10, yeah. Friday is the most trades. Fuck, true fact. Fridays and Wednesdays. Friday, Wednesdays, Tuesdays, and then Thursday and then Monday. Monday are our least tradable days.
Came out. I just shot my. Where you at?
Conductor.
Chick 1 2.
I can see that.
Axel.
But yesterday's
Price. Oh, movement. Movement. This is the one. This is what I was looking for. $10? What's up, Bruce? Bruce, I used to think your name Bruce Wayne. W7YN3. Three years? W3 years, man. Hey, man. Hey, you saying your crypto address here, bro?
Somebody get these beggars out of here.
I might get copyright for this chat. I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit though. For sure gonna get copyright. This is too popular of a song. That's why I can't play pop. Every time I play pop, it's just like copyright. Boom, boom, boom. Rap music is more doable. Stream got cooked. What you mean? Bro. Got me there. You got me there. You got me there, man. You got me there. Not gonna lie. You got me there. You been a gym? The last 2 weeks now. I've just been running. Yeah, I've just been running and playing hockey. Ice hockey. I see like a hockey puck. I see. Running. Huh? Run as fast. Run away as fast as you can. Run away. Run away. Hop on steroids? What's 100 kgs? What is kgs? Yeah, you guys go by kgs in Europe, right? I'm like 160. Or no, 155. 155, 160. Probably more closer to 150 right now. Each run is like 10 pounds gone. Height? 5'10". I think 5'10" is like 170 something centimeters. Vertical 29, 30 inches. Did I get my G2? Yeah, I got my G2 like a long time ago. You're like 216 pounds? Sheesh. Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. Five 1 216. You built like Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio. All right, chat. Shit, it's about to be 12, guys. It's gonna be GG's. It's about to be GG's. I'll give it another 5 minutes, really, but at this point, might as well just stay till 12. I was supposed to go off at 11:30, but then you had a little bit of volume, so I stayed. But clearly, still nothing has been enough to really break out. So I'll give it another 5. And for the 1 hour closure, we're gonna have in about 5 minutes. We'll see how that closes. It could be a decent bullish closure actually, because the last one's a leg candle and this one actually closes above this area. So, but yeah, it's looking like GG's though. One trade this week, chat. Monday, 0.85. It was decent. It was a decent trade. I think it was like 47 pips. So for the month, we're at like 75 total. 2 trades in August, 75 pips. And that is it. That is it, man. That is it. What age range are you? You really asked age range? I'm in my 20s. Age range, I'm 26. I'm born in 2000. Age range. $30? You think so? Chat, if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, I know this week is really slow and it might be frustrating and be like, why the fuck did I waste my time on this stream? But put a 1 if you learned something this week, chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you learned something this week. Because there's something to be learned this week, regardless if you got a trade or not. If you got a win, loss, break even, whatever it was. I think still a good week overall. Never got no trades. On stream at least. But guess what? We did say, man, it is in an awkward area, right? It's like, remember, the push, like after, in July, look, you range in July for like 2 months. That makes no sense. You range in July for 2 months. You range from like mid-June till July, like a month and a half, right? And then the breakout happened. Majority of it was on last week, right? Beginning of the month, push up, small pullbacks in there, pushed up, and then look at the daily, like look at where we are. So it's okay, because once you break out of this range next, below 4,300 or above 4,500, like you're gonna get some direction and some more information, and it will last longer than just like this push. Because again, this push lasted how long? Like maybe like 4 days, 6 days. 6 days here, really, right? Or 4 trading days. 4 trading days, and that was it. Then just back to range. So it's gonna range again a little bit here just because of where you are. But once it breaks out of this, man, you're gonna see direction, and it's gonna be a lot smoother, and it's gonna last for a lot longer. Last for a lot longer with direction. So it'll be more simple to trade too. But I wouldn't even stress it. I wouldn't even FOMO over this push, because you're about to see. But that's if you have an account to see. You know, if you blow your accounts in these ranges, by the time it does move again, you'll be like, ah, shit, I should have just waited. So either way, you're gonna be here tomorrow regardless, right? So yeah, chat, I think that is gonna be it for us, man. I tried. It's 12. I think 3 streams this week went to 12, but again, just spent the whole week in this range. I guess. So yeah, I will see you guys next week. Next week is no news as well, so that might even give you more FOMO, because like, what do you mean next week is no news and you didn't move this week? It could be a volatile week still with no news. Okay, you don't need news to move, and maybe you'll get some unexpected news or something. You know what I mean? But yeah, chat, have a good weekend. If you guys are new to the stream, hit the sub button. I'm live Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. East. And yeah, peace out. Laters.
Cleopatra at the pyramid tonight. Cinderella Benz, I got bucket seats inside. Roll a backwood with my enemies inside. Hey, okay. Yeah. WhatsApp attachment, first time I see you naked. I didn't say Santorini, but you tasting faded. Say you're coming home and give me that goodness gracious. Watching the moves and playing it close. It's so deep, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coat. We fuck on a jet, it feel like a boat, stay in afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. It's so deep, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before. Grind on me, grind on me. Love it when you pressing that behind on me. Holding everybody heat, cause they won't find it on me. Who said I can't dance with a 9 on 9 on 9 on 9 on 9 on me? Giddy up, G, how you rolling out, girl? Feel it in your system, codeine cow, girl. Who am I? Who am I? You know it's Mr. Big Time Eating, Mr. Not Sleeping, he's late night creeping. Both ears, right wrist, all that's freezing. You know I'm a dog, I'm a hard pass demon. Said she wanna ride, I'm like, hey, okay. Shawty wanna ride at the first season. Shawty wanna ride at the first season. Shawty wanna ride at the first season. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. Rainy days, his and hers, matching coat. Jet is so big, feel like a boat, stay in afloat. I'm watching the moves and playing it close. SOD, super soap. She was a hoe, but I ain't gon' judge, cause that was way before.